Well, now everybody, listen, you are now tuned into another edition of the Leverage Show. Shout out to you guys, man. I'm your host, Lambo Drew. You are now rocking on the Leverage Show. Happy New Year. Happy 2023, man, all day long. I told y'all, if y'all ain't seen the title, we're coming and we coming strong. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. Make sure y'all are tapped in and y'all are tapped into the fullness because we coming out here for sure, for sure. Listen, I want to see how y'all 2023 is starting off. Hopefully it's starting off just right. And if it ain't just right, let's make sure that we put out a game plan that you guys can actually go on ahead and use and make sure that your 2023 is starting off the right way and ending up the right way. Let's just not start off strong. Let's make sure that we finish strong. And that's the biggest thing. It's not starting off and everything, man, and then lack it off, and then we saying, oh, well, you know what, it didn't go well, or it didn't go like 2022. We started off well, we had this good stuff, and then we stopped. We want to continue that momentum, and momentum is the thing that takes you from levels to levels, and that's what we're here for. We're here to make sure that your 2023 had so much momentum starting this very beginning of January that it carries you all the way through to the very end of 2023 and into your 2024. So make sure you guys are sharing this video. Get this video, get it out to everybody, send it to everybody you possibly can. Listen, I'm telling y'all this right now. Make sure y'all are sending this video to people because y'all don't know how big this video may be for somebody's 2023 year. Somebody may have one of the best 2023 years or best years, period, that they've ever had this year because y'all took the time to share this video and get this video out here to somebody who truly may need it. Y'all don't know what people's prayers or New Year's resolutions and all of the things and all of the hopes that they may have dreamed of going into 2023. But I'm here tonight to let you guys know y'all are tuned in, y'all are plugged in, y'all have the right channel, y'all got the right person. I hope I'm the right person because God has led me, man, to this Leverage Show so I can give back to y'all. I want to make sure that this is leveling up y'all on a whole nother level. There should be some sort of change happening to you guys after every broadcast, after every week, after every month, after every year that we are tuned in on this Leverage Show. And I promise you, there will be a momentum that will happen. It will literally be a force that is forced to be reckoned with that is moving forward. And I want to make sure y'all moving forward by any means necessary this year and making sure that you guys are really off to a really great start. All right. So listen, I want to tap in, see how y'all was doing, see how y'all celebrated, how y'all bought the new year. I haven't seen y'all since last year. Jokey joke, because for those who know, last year was what? Just about 3 days ago, right? So for those and everything who I haven't seen since last year, make sure that y'all are tapped in, and I'm seeing y'all this year, and y'all are on this broadcast, and y'all are on every other broadcast that we got, because I'm telling y'all this right now, we're coming. We're coming big, we're coming strong, we're coming with some great new things and great new people to the platform, some great powerhouse people to the platform, which I'm thankful for. Some people you guys are going to see, new faces, and some guys you gotta say, you know what, Lambo, we seen that person back on YouTube, but we never knew what happened to them. Y'all are going to see them come to the broadcast, literally bridging the old with the new. Y'all going to see how things are literally transpiring and happening as we continue this momentum moving forward. And this is a big thing. Most of us, most of the time, we start off good. It's just like a track race. We start the track race off good. We're feeling good. We start stretching, we start warming up. And then the next minute, you know, we get out of the block. And you got all of this zeal, you got all of this energy. You see yourself winning the race. But someone throughout that race has outconditioned themselves more than what you have. And this year, I don't want to say that someone out there is taking your miracle, is taking your blessing, is taking your business, is taking your clients, is taking your position in your job, it's taking your future. I don't want to hear that this year in 2023. I want to make sure that you guys are tapped in and moving forward in the right direction. I'm here to make sure that whatever you guys do, I'm here to make sure we make it happen and make it happen together, all right? So make sure that we are tapped in and moving forward as a unit. I told y'all the slogan of this is "We coming." Straight up. Like Deion Sanders, we still in that one. If y'all was on the program last year, y'all heard it, and if y'all hearing it, we're going to draw the game plan this year and let you guys know that we are coming. Straight up. There is no blueprint that you guys cannot go ahead, man, and say that you haven't executed out on, because that blueprint would help take your life to another level. All right. So make sure y'all have shared this, got this level out to some people, man, and show some people some love, because definitely y'all going to want to stay tapped in for what we have. And especially after the day that I didn't have and the great people I got a chance to really get back to doing business with and talking with, because you got to remember, I was off social media for a month, as well as I had a different phone line, so no connections with a lot of different people for a month. So for some of y'all can do that, and that's fine. For others, when we do that, sometimes it will cripple businesses or either dreams, visions that people have, and you have to go ahead and start back. And you see how intricate and how vital that you truly are to a lot of these projects that are actually in place and some of the things that we're actually moving forward to. So just know that your life, your position where you at, may not be something big to you. You may say, nobody really not even caring about me. Trust me, people pay attention and people notice when you go missing, and you just need to know that. Listen, I literally want to give y'all something today. I want to give y'all something. I want to start this new year off with a great scripture. The scripture that's going to help change your life or help you hold on to some of the things that you guys have been facing. You know, we say this all the time in life. With some of us, we didn't heard this so much in church. But I really want us to build upon this. Psalms 121, verses 1. Verses 1. Psalms 121, verses 1. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. Verse 2. My health cometh from the Lord, which has made heaven and earth. I want to stop right there, and I want y'all to remember that. Psalms 121, verses 1 and 2. And I want y'all to understand why that is so important. This year, y'all need to understand and set the ground rules. Where your help is coming from, where you're going to get your vision from, where you're going to get your creativity from, where you're going to get the favor that God has placed on your life from. It has come from the Lord, and it's coming from above. All of your help, not some of it, all of it. So when you look around this year, you should see God tracing his hand and his footsteps all in your life and say, God, thank you for my help. I needed that help. For those who may be out there who may be facing troubled situations and trying to find out where's your help coming from, I'm here to declare in 2023 on the very first Leverage Show broadcast that all of your help cometh from the Lord. And understand that. You just need to just say, you know what, God, I'm going to surrender to that, because I believe all of my help is coming from you. And if all of my help is coming from you, I'm going to allow you in my life to go ahead and have a way. I'm going to allow you to bring the right people in. I'm going to allow you to keep the wrong people out. I'm going to allow you to open the correct doors. I'm going to allow you to shut all the wrong doors. I'm going to allow you to bring all of the blessings in my life, and I'm going to allow you to stop all the negative and curses that are trying to come against my life. All of your help cometh from the Lord. That's when you know we coming. It's not just you. You have to remember that. Some of you are in this fight alone, and y'all are thinking that you are in this fight alone. Most of the people who've never ever watched the Leverage Show turned around and all of a sudden started watching the Leverage Show, and they started saying, wow, Drew, y'all really be on there like almost having church and everything else on that. No. We are speaking spirit. So we are only speaking the very thing that what we say, and we're dominating in the areas that we're dominating in because where we have received all of our help from. And I'm telling y'all this right now. It's a blessing for me to be able to declare this, because I look at what my life has been. I look at how productive I have been, but I get more excited of how productive y'all will be. Y'all vision will be. Y'all lives will be. Things will help change for y'all moving forward in 2023. You must understand that. Let your expectation be bigger than your current situation. Let your expectation be bigger than your current situation. Your situation will change because it's time, meaning time changes. But your expectation could move you into a level that will blow your mind and take you out of this world. You'd be surprised of what will happen and change once your expectation meets it being manifested in front of your face. I told y'all, we coming. Everybody's been like, man, Drew, we have been waiting. What's been going on for these 30 days? Yo, for everybody who's known, they probably didn't see us on social media for 30 days, but we have been here, right here on this Leverage Show. So for y'all that have missed it, we gave away some big giveaways last month, all the month of December, for 2 shows out of the week, Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. The Leverage Show is on at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. We gave some of the biggest giveaways last month, and shout out to you guys. Some giveaways happened after the broadcast. Didn't even happen on the broadcast. It happened after the broadcast. So people won prizes and got money after the broadcast because that was this show. The show was given. You go out sowing, you come in sowing. Always remember that. Go out sowing, come in sowing. So again, this broadcast, I want to go ahead and just shift just a little bit to make sure y'all have the checklist off for your 2023 and making sure that you're dominating this year and walking in victory. But first, before we go there, let me see who's in the comments, because I can't wait to see how you guys have been and what's been going on in y'all's world this entire 3 days into the new year. So let's go ahead and check and see. My guy, Kennard Haney, shout out to you, Ken. What's up, Lambo Drew? Happy New Year. Knock this show out of the park or take it to the hole. He said, WWKS, what would Kobe say? Hello, everyone. LA Law, congratulations. Listen to me. I got to say this. Shout out to you, Kennard Haney. Shout out to Kennard, who recently, just as of yesterday, you guys don't know this, and I will go ahead and say this on here, just finished partnering with another company. It's not out yet for some of you guys. This was some close people that I sent this to, and literally we were so shocked to see the results. We didn't send it to I don't think we sent it to maybe even 10 people, if not that. But the people who have been around and who got in last month and stuff like that, man, as well, for some of the other investment club, we sent this out, and this is life changing. Like I said, y'all don't know how many deals have happened just since last week. Since I last talked with y'all on the broadcast till this Tuesday. But I'm thankful because we're able to go ahead and bring some of the greatest deals and greatest business moves that y'all will ever see moving forward in 2023. And some of y'all have already started that journey and are getting ready to super exceed in that journey because of the things that are partner. Like, I'm not lying to y'all. This is the truth. I got a chance, and blessing everything, man. A couple of people I got a chance to speak with today. Shout out to, first and foremost, my mother-in-law. Mom Dukes, happy birthday to you, Mom Dukes, who have birthed me. She is definitely out there celebrating her birthday. So excited and everything, man. Back in New Orleans for what she is doing. So definitely big shout out to her. I got a chance to talk with her, speak with her, me and my wife both before the broadcast. So super excited, man, that she's actually watching from back home in New Orleans, and she's celebrating her birthday. So y'all make sure y'all show Mom Duke some love, man. Make sure she brings some gumbo or something else up, man, while we're out here in Denver, Colorado, because you already know it's a lot cold and stuff like that when we get out here. But we thankful we got some other gumbo that we already had in the freezer, but we're going to get some more fresh gumbo from my mom and all of them and make sure that they're good to go. So shout out to you, Myra J. Thank you for just God blessing you with another year of health, strength, blessing, and wisdom, and God and everything, man, taking you to even another level. So we're excited about Mom Duke's, excited about what God is doing on your life, and God continue to keep doing on your life. So thank you for that. Got a chance also, besides talking to my mother, I got a chance to be able to speak with another gentleman. And the other gentleman today, he watches the show faithfully. And I'm so thankful because so many watch this show. They're very quiet. You don't know who may watch the show. You don't know who's watching, who's looking at the Leverage Show, who's picking some things up. And I got a chance to be able to have a 2-hour conversation with him, which was truly a blessing and stuff like that. And in that time frame, we learned so much from each other, where I don't know what kind of conversations that you're having. I don't know who you're talking to. I don't know what conversations that you're having. But I want to show you and tell you some of the conversations that I'm having with document receipts of emails and all of this other great things. And to watch a gentleman, and I'm getting ready to give something to you. He encouraged me with this, and he don't even notice. But I'm telling him this right now because the space that he's in. To watch the gentleman said, Andrew Lambo, I just really want to thank you for the program, for all you do. You help encourage me. Bless you. You know who I'm talking to and everything, man, out there. But for the gentleman to tell me he lost $1 million deal, and at the same time, God blessed him with an $11 million deal, 10 times more than what he lost. Bless me even more. Y'all need to know, you go from a 7-figure loss to an 8-figure gain. What are you crying about in life? And I'm here to give y'all something right now. What are y'all crying about in life? I just want y'all to know something, that whatever you thought in your game plan that didn't work. Shout out to my guy, Donovan Mitchell, last night. Give y'all some statistics. Donovan Mitchell last night for the Cleveland Cavaliers ran the play. He dropped 71 points last night. 71 points. Donovan Mitchell, what did he shoot? Was it like 20 for 24 or something like that, man, from the field? Or 20 for 24 from like the free throw line, and like 23 for 27 from the field or something like that. It was crazy. It was almost like a 95% rate that he had, a percentage of going in. He had a huge rate, 71 points that he dropped from almost being perfect, playing a perfect game. And this gentleman right here over my head had 10 more points than him on a bad game. Kobe Bryant dropped 81 points, shooting only 53% from the field. 53% from the field. I think he shot, was it 26 of 46 or 28 of 46 shots that he shot? And like between 3-pointers and everything. And even on his bad game, and this is some way to get out there for you. Stay consistent on what you're doing out here. Even on Kobe's bad game, just think if he had shot a 95% of the shots that he had attempted that game, he probably would have had 120, 130 points with ease. Straight up. It had 120, 130 points with ease. Guaranteed. If he had shot at the top of his game, he would have still, the 81-point game, which is the second best, only under second to Will Chamberlain, who scored 100. The second best, and this gentleman still dropped 81 points. Some people at the top of their peak, they're literally shooting for effort. Donovan Mitchell played one of the best games he could play to get 71. Kobe probably shot one of the worst percentages that he probably shot of 50% and still dropped 81, 10 more points than that. All I'm going to keep telling y'all to do right now, don't look at what has not been working. Don't look at how many shots that you have missed and it didn't work out. And this didn't happen. And this did fail. And this didn't work for you. Don't look at that. I need for y'all to look at all of the shots that y'all are keep shooting and stay focused on your target. This year, I need y'all to focus a little bit more. Focus a little bit more on what you guys are doing and what you guys are seeing. The thing about it is that most of y'all, like I said, the last broadcast that we were in 2022, your focus has been off because you're concentrating on everything around you. Everything around the basketball floor, everything around the football field, everything around your job of life, your job, your kids, your marriage, your people, crazy family members, and all of the drama and friends that they probably bringing in with them. Y'all are so focused on that, then focus it on your target. Let this year be a year where you're focused on your target and you're focused on hitting that goal. It doesn't matter if you continuously to keep coming up short. Keep hitting the target. Look at the target and keep focusing. I guarantee you, this gentleman right over my shoulder here, Kobe Bryant, when he sat there and he didn't know he was going to drop 81 points, he was just focused on the target. He didn't focus on him going out there scoring the most. He focused out there because he kept shooting. And some of y'all this year need to know to focus on keep shooting in life. Because if you keep shooting and you do not stop shooting at whatever target that you're shooting and keep making small adjustments along the way, I will promise you, you're going to be there. And you're going to definitely be there for the long haul. Make sure you're tapped in. Make sure you're tuned in. Make sure you're zoned in your zone. Don't let nothing detour you off the path. Because some of y'all will say in a minute, you'll say it out of your mouth. Oh, man, they got me off of my square. They got me off of my A game. They got me off of this. Don't let nothing take you out of that A game this year. Keep focusing on the target that's ahead of you. Run the play. Run the game plan. Some of the biggest things that we're going to talk about tonight when we get out here, we start breaking down this game plan, keep running the play. Make sure that these things are in order. And if they are not in order, put them in order quickly because there's some things that's going to shift in 2023 and they're going to shift for the favor of you if you're in alignment. And I'm telling you, y'all will take advantage of that. And y'all will come out being the ones like, how did they do that? How did God do that for their life? When did God do that for their life? I can't even believe this. This is God moving on their behalf. That's God moving on behalf because you remain consistent. It didn't mean that everything, man, that you wasn't getting beat up and you took losses and you took things that should have set you back. Of course, my good friend who definitely I spoke with earlier, if some of y'all took a 7-figure loss, how many of y'all out there, let's be real, would have said, you know what? I can't do this. I can't go on. I can't go any further than this. Some of y'all would have stopped right there. I know if me not being in the mindset that Lambo is in, I would have stopped right there. When I told y'all earlier this year that there was a platform I lost $6 million on, I lost that, but I knew where my focus was. I was like, oh man, that's if you lose money, go get another 6 million, go get another 10 million, go get another 20 million. I knew some of the things that I was already putting in place. So I didn't even care about that. Now, that doesn't mean it wasn't a blow. What it means is that the mindset of what I've seen and my target of what I'm shooting after is bigger than any loss that I will ever face. And I'm saying this to you. If you truly want to have high-level conversations with high-dimensional people who are thinking outside of the box. They're not thinking like every other person is thinking. And this is the truth. Going into 2023, if you are the smartest person around your entire crew or around your entire clique, it's time to go on ahead and reassess the situation, and let's start making some substitutions. Let's start putting the right people around you. And you're saying, Lambo, I don't know where to start from. It may need for you to get out and make connections with people. Go to other different chat groups. Go to other different, places and stuff like that. And just go chill out. Go hang out. Most of y'all have stopped dreaming. I remember I looked at my wife and everything, man, this year. And I told my wife and everything, man, going into 2023. I said, man, shout out to my wife, man. I said, man, I want to see even bigger dreams and your vision come to pass. For those and everything, man, who out there married, I truly want to ask yourself, are you challenging your spouse to make sure that their vision is coming to pass and the things that they desire is coming to pass? Because that's an indication where what's coming to pass, if you two are not working together and one is carrying the load so much, then guess what? You won't get to the destination fast enough. But if you two are working together and you're working towards a goal, make sure y'all are in the same sync. Make sure you have the same mindset going forth so that nothing that you're doing and none of your efforts that you're out here with are going in vain. We want to make sure that y'all are living the amazing, blessed, best life in 2023 you possibly could live. Not that you're taking a loss and you're sitting there looking at yourself like, okay, where do I go from here? No, reboot, reset, regroup, and keep going. Regroup, reset, renew, and keep going. You need to understand that. Most people, they get stunned when trauma happens. Shout out to Tracy Terrace, who's on the Leverage Show, who'll be back on the Leverage Show next month again for definitely speaking about mental health and about trauma. I want to make sure that we are the healthiest you going forward this year. When you're saying, you know what, Lampo, man, that did stop me. I had a bad relationship this year, or I had a breakdown in my marriage, or I had a breakdown in my business, or I had a breakdown within myself. It's okay not to be okay, but it's not okay to stay that way. And you have to admit that if you're going to even have the authority to move forward and to help other people. Remember, your job in life, your main job in life, after God has given you assignment, is to fulfill the assignment out. You can't go back to God and be like, you know what, God, I couldn't fulfill my assignment. And God, he's going to look at you. Why? Give me a reason. There is not a reason that you can go back and tell God and everything, man, why you did not fulfill your assignment for 2023. If God told you that and everything, man, to start getting up an extra 5 minutes earlier, start working out an extra 20 minutes a day or 30 minutes a day, start eating healthier this year, start reading more books, start getting in a more investment club, get yourself back into school, get your marriage together, get counseling. If he told you something, you should be taking every extremity to make sure that you are fulfilling the God-given journey that he has called for you to fulfill. And by any means necessary, let's fulfill that. It's not going to be easy. For me to tell you that it's going to be easy in this journey, it's not. I'll be lying to you. It's not. It's not going to be easy at all. It's getting ready to go ahead, and I'm going to tell you this right now. For some of y'all, it's getting ready to get tough this year. You know why? Because you're going to really start finding yourself more focused, and the more focused you are, the more work that it is to stay focused, and that it is to stay the course, and that it is to keep moving forward. And that is the way you continue to move yourself out of your current situation out to the place that God has already designed for you to go to. You see yourself winning. You see yourself living a lifestyle. Some of y'all are on here, and this is the God honest truth. And I know it's going to be replayed and seen by thousands, but I'm going to tell you this right now. Some of y'all are on here. Y'all see yourself in that house. You see yourself in that car. You see yourself in that happy, healthy relationship. You see yourself whole. Some of y'all are dealing with sickness right now. You see yourself full, healthy, from the top of your head to the sole of your feet. You see yourself healthy. You see yourself flourishing in life. You see yourself pivoting to a new place that you have never been before. Some of y'all can see yourselves into these positions. You can see that promotion come. You can see, some of y'all may even want to have children. You can see yourself having that child. Whatever it is, make sure that you see your expectation and you're believing God out there for it, but give him something to work with. Start moving in that direction that allows God to be able to say, you know what? I can work with him. I can work with her. I can definitely help them get to the place that they desire to give because they're actually working with me. And that's all I want. You have to see yourself there. Most of the time, what we have been doing, we have been bringing reflections of ourselves, and we've been replaying that over and over and over again. It's time to start breaking that cycle. I get it. I've been there. I understand what it's like to replay. It's like replaying a bad, broken relationship. Some of y'all had kiddie relationships coming up before y'all got all big and grown. Y'all had kiddie relationships. Y'all know how it was when somebody said that they wasn't your boyfriend or wasn't your girlfriend and everything back in the day. And they then wrote you a note and stuff like that and say that you're no longer my friend or we're breaking up. You remember that? You wrote them a note and everything to see if they like you, yes or no, or maybe, and they circled it. You understand? They circle yes, they circle no, they circle maybe. You understand? And then all of a sudden they wrote you with the same note like a couple days later, like, yo, I don't think it's working out. We breaking up. And all of a sudden you sitting in the classroom with your kindergarten self or your elementary self or your middle school self or even your high school self all distraught because you thinking that's the end all to all be alls of that individual leaving your life. And it's not. It's kitty love. That was a stage of your life. I guarantee you won't be there. And I guarantee you some of y'all start going down memory lane and everything, start thinking about all the exes you have. You be like, you know what? Thank you, God, for taking that ex out of my life because I definitely didn't need them. And if you take a look at some of them right now, if you would have stayed with them, boy, they like jacked up. And I guarantee you don't want to be a part of that. So again, that's just like your memories of trauma in your past that have stunned you. It's like a bad relationship breakup. And then all of a sudden, I call it high school or middle school or elementary or preschool. That's a bad breakup in school days. Now that you have literally got past that, you can love again. You can live. You graduated. You had children. Some of y'all that got married. Some of y'all are living great, successful lives. And some of y'all are literally on the fence like, man, my life should be a lot more better. But I guarantee you're still not living back when you were in the 3rd grade or you were in the 6th grade. Don't let the trauma of that stop you. Whatever that you do, don't let that trauma stop you. Continue to keep moving forward. Continue to have a mindset to move forward. And I promise you, moving forward, you're going to see all 2023. You're going to have nothing but W's that are going to be posted up right above your head. And they're going to continue to keep piling them. All right? Listen, let me get back to the chat, sorry, so we can get out here and keep going even more. My guy, Kadar Haney, say, we coming, man. All 2023 long. You know what time it is. Y'all don't even understand what I got in store for y'all. Y'all don't even understand what I stay up late, get a little hours of sleep, and then continuously to come back out here to come do this each and every single day. And then y'all see me for 2 shows on the broadcast throughout the week. Most of the time, I got guests that come on here. I'm telling y'all what I know. We coming all 2023. Make sure your game plan is right. Because, again, I talked about what a wealth transfer is. Y'all are going to see, some of y'all, and I'm telling y'all this right now on this broadcast, some of y'all will see wealth transfers takes place this year. It's not going to happen next year. It's not going to happen a year after. You're not waiting another 5 or 10 years. You're going to see it happen this year. For those and everything, man, who jumped in to the business program and who jumped in also into the investment club, last month, I told y'all, I didn't speak on it the entire month of December when they had got in, for those who got in. And some of you had jumped in. Some of them only jumped in one play. We had some of them jumped in 4 or 5 plays, right? And they are doing really, really good. And I told y'all that we're going to come back on here and talk about it. Most people who are up, most of them who jumped into the one play, man, shout out to them. Their accounts are at least up 50 to 60% within the last 30 days. 50 to 60% guaranteed within the last 30 days. Since the beginning, what was that? The ending of November to now. So within that month, we skipped that month of December, their account is at least up 50 to 60% guaranteed. Guaranteed, just off of one play. And most of them never got into the other plays that was released. Now come this month, there's another group of plays that are released. And I don't know if they can even handle it, what's getting ready to come this week when I sit down and talk with a lot of them for this month, because it's getting ready to be really big. I promise you that it's getting ready to be really big for those and everything, man, who keep deciding to move. Like I said, I look at and I study how times move and how things move. Even in everything, man, with the team and everything, man, from one of the other plays that most of the men got in, most of the men and women got in. Shout out to you guys who did get into that. Those 39 people actually came up to be 43 people because we had a few more people we had to add on and everything, man. They got into that. But the investment club came back out this month, and the stuff that they brought to the table, I can't even bring this to certain people because I already know this is invitation only, and this stuff is going to continue to keep taking off. But for the other plays, I'm going to give them to you. I'm going to give some of the other plays to you. The last episode that we did Thursday night, I went through a few of the other plays. And guess what? Some of the other groups, shout out to the Ping group, man. Jay Ford, I know you're in the building, man. Thank you for all that you do. Jay Ford went on ahead and got a hold of some of the other plays. Shout out to BOJ, who decided to jump on some of these other plays and are doing really good because we just sat down and I said, hey, man, look, we got to jump on these plays and everything, man, are going good. We're literally on these meetings, on these conference calls with these people, man. Shout out to one of them. I told y'all what my number one play was few months ago. I told y'all what it was. And everybody thought, oh, man, he's getting ready to say Novatech. And I was like, no, that's definitely not it. And then people think I was getting ready to say funds or something like that on mail trade. So no. My number one play and has always been for the last over a year now has been Daisy. And y'all have heard me talk about it even on the broadcast. And I told y'all, Daisy right now is doing a big, huge thing in Dubai next month. And shout out and everything, man, to everybody who's now officially catching wind. It's not too late to get into Daisy. Y'all can get into Daisy as little as $120, but you got to have a VPN to get into it. And I'm trying to tell y'all, some of y'all that'll help change your life just by sharing the opportunity. So make sure that if you guys are sharing that opportunity, and that's traded on the Forex side, y'all guys are probably making double what Novatech is making in 1 week through Daisy. Guaranteed. I'm telling you this right now. Maybe even triple, just depending on the week. So Daisy has been that hot spot. It's been consistent, especially now moving forward. So make sure you guys are tapping in some of those plays and everything. Again, we talked about some of the newer plays that are coming ahead. Make sure y'all go back and go look at that video. We talked about Debtbox. Debtbox is going to be one of them. That's going to be a huge play. So make sure y'all are tapping into that. We got a bunch of plays that are coming. So make sure y'all are continuously to tapping in. If we call something, I'm telling you, we seeing it for the long run of things. And we're seeing it for the long run of things because we want to see you guys win. All right. So again, he's so right. We coming. Thank you and everything, man, for that, kid. We coming, man, all 2023 year long. Sowing where I want to go and sowing to stay in the flow. Shout out to you, Kennard. Thank you, kid, man, for that $5 love offering, man. I thank y'all for the super chat. Listen, I thank y'all everything. Super chats, y'all showing love, y'all in the comments, y'all in this. I love this. This is what I do best. I love to see the participation, and I love already the first gift for 2023, man. We already starting off right, and it's getting ready to start off even bigger. LA Law says, hi, Kennard. Good to see you. We coming. I knew LA Law was number one, so shout out to you. LA Law, I already see you out there, man, rolling again and stuff like that. LA Law doing her thing, man, at that top spot. She's doing everything each and every single week. Thank you, man, for tapping in, and I'm making sure you guys are tapping in. Listen, I sent something out to each one of y'all. Well, if I didn't get it to each one of y'all, I got it to some of y'all right before the new year. There's another video that I sent out. If y'all truly desire to have that video that I sent out to some people, please go ahead and reach out to me and stuff like that. Go ahead and text that number 612-547-8826. I sent the newer video out the day before the new year, and I sent it to just a select few people. I didn't get a chance because I was tied up, but make sure y'all text that number 612-547-8826 and just put it in the chat, video. Just put right there in that, put video, man. Lambo, thank you, video. I will send that video out to you. For most of y'all, a lot of y'all, man, who are probably watching the broadcast, I did send it out. It's only an hour long. It ain't just the 11, 12-hour one that I sent y'all to Steve Harvey. It's only an hour long, but it definitely has been impactful. It has definitely been watching people who've been watching it over and over again has said, Lambo, man, I needed that video because that video blessed me for what you actually sent. And I'm tell y'all this right now. The more repetitious that y'all continue to keep doing things, I promise you, it gets into your spirit, it gets into your conscious, your subconscious, and that's what you continuously to keep moving forward. And you start saying, why am I thinking this way? Why am I maneuvering this way? Why am I moving this way? You're moving that way because it's repetition, because you kept doing the thing over and over and over again. Again, some of y'all who still have the 12-hour video, almost 11, 12-hour video, Steve Harvey that y'all send. Make sure y'all keep playing that over and over and over again. Play 5-10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day. I'm telling y'all, the more repetitious that y'all do things with your daily life, y'all will see how y'all will begin to start moving from levels to levels. You know what happens is when people get out of that daily routine, that really challenging themselves, awakening themselves, they stop reading a book. They stop listening to stuff. They stop doing stuff over and over. And when that happens, that literally starts to stun people's growth, and they cannot move forward. Like literally, they're stuck stagnant, waiting to get forward. And I don't want nothing to stop y'all this year. So make sure and everything, if y'all want the video, text the number 612-547-8826, and I will send it to you. And for those and everything, man, who you know that I really talk with on a daily basis or weekly or whatever the case may be, I'm making sure that I send y'all that video already. So y'all will have that video, and it's only like an hour long. So again, make sure y'all guys are tapping 5-10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, whatever it is. All right. Jamal Titus, shout out to you. Happy New Year, Leverage Show family. Lambo Drew in the house. Thank you, Jamal Titus. We've been missing you on this broadcast, but man, we know that you've been actually out, man, taking care of your family, man. So our prayers have definitely been with you. And especially, man, all that you guys have been going through. But definitely, we're excited to see you on this new 2023 year, JT. We're excited to see that. Let's make it happen. All right, Sharon is in the building. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you for tapping in, tuning in. Good evening, everyone. Showing everybody love. My wife is in the building. Hello, everyone. Showing love, man, with the hard face. Thank you, baby. Money is in the building. Thank you, Money. Fro is in the building. Hi with the virtual hug. Thank you. No, I need it. Sharon is 2023. So far, it's okay. I'm working on it, though. I'm lining things up. Man, you better go, girl. Line it up, Sharon. Line your 2023 up. Listen to me. That's a real statement. It's okay so far. Guarantee y'all. Some of y'all stepped into 2023 and it's still looking like you're 2022. I get it. It will, most of the time when you get to the next year, you know what it's changed? The date. the date. We need more info to follow that. You need more of your mental state, your heart condition, your mind, your spirit, how you do things, your daily routines. That's what needs to change. And when that begins to start changing, you will start seeing change in your life. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you, if you change it, you change your course of action. Not just go get information. Go change the course of action. And when you change that course of action, things going to start changing real big. That's a big tool in the trip for y'all out here. Thank you, Sharon. Say share. Shout out to you, Ronnie. Thank you for that. What up, Lambo family? Larry's in the building. Shout out to my guy, Larry the Lion. Thank you, brother. Another 2023 year. You know we coming, man. We making some stuff happen. My lady, Sharon, said, man, we coming, man. You already know. In my Deion Sanders voice, we coming. We coming to make it happen. So y'all better go ahead and get ready, man. My cousin JD Boy. What's up, JD Boy? Yes, sir, man. He's showing love. Thank you for tuning in and popping in on the Leverage Show, man. Kennard Haney with the amen and the fire emoji. Thank you. Kennard Haney telling my wife, man, hello, Mrs. Johnson. Big Drew is in the building. Shout out to you, Big Drew. Go blue, man. Go blue. Hopefully, no, you know what? Blue and Ohio State lost this week. I don't even get started with that this weekend, man. My LSU boys won. But Ohio State, and we got to talk about that, y'all. I'm kind of a little messed up over that last second kick for Ohio State, man. And then Michigan losing to TCU like that. I'm still kind of shocked at that because I watched both of them games, man, and they just wasn't looking right, man. Kennard, you better go ahead, man, and let me know because we need to talk about that, man, because it just wasn't right. I think somebody got paid off. I think it was a referee that got paid off or the kicker got paid off. It was somebody got paid off because it just didn't look right, that game. I'm just telling y'all this right now. So we're not even going to go on that game because I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. We're still a little distraught. For those who are some Ohio State fans, y'all got to go back and watch that game. That was a really good game. The Georgia-Ohio State game, everybody thought that Georgia was going to come in there and literally get blown out of the water. And Georgia did not get blown out of the water. Literally, Georgia did not blow them boys out of the water. I mean, Ohio State came in there and battled to the end. I was so great to see Ohio State because they really came to play some serious ball. So shout out to the Buckeyes, man, for giving a heck of an effort, man. You know, I don't know what more to say about that, man. I'm just really kind of still tripped out about that. You know, for those who watched it, you had to watch the game. Like you knew CJ Stroud was just in a different zone, man. And I watched that dude. That dude gave his every last thing. If that's the last time we ever gonna see him in a OSU football uniform, CJ came out there and balled out, and they said it before the broadcast. He was just as calm as collective. He came out there and balled all the way out. But big shout out to the coaching staffs for both sides. I mean, Georgia did that thing. They came in as best as they could. Ohio State came out and do them all the way out to the very last second. And then the kicker, you know, I gotta say this about kickers and everything, man. That's what y'all come to school for. Y'all get a scholarship just to come kick. Y'all don't get a scholarship to come do anything else, not to throw a block, not to go ahead and to catch a ball, not to do anything. Y'all come there to kick, just straight up kick. So for him to get you inside of where the comfortable zone should have been, and OSU to put the ball on the field, I'm not even going to go there with that one, but it just was not right. It's something about that just didn't seem right, man, at the very end. And for that kicker, who was actually, like, he only missed like two kicks all year or 3 kicks. It was something weird. He only missed like a few kicks all year. But for him to miss it that wide from that, from the 30-yard line like that, man, we got to talk about that. That just something wasn't right about that. So, yeah, don't worry about that. That's Lambo Drew just rambling on, man, about that. So my wife said, LA Law, you too. Good to see you, LA Law. LA Law say, good to see you, Titus Johnson. Fro Money and Larry. She's showing love to everybody. Thank you, LA Law, for that. You know, LA Law said, congrats, Kennard. That's amazing. Yes. Kennard and everything, man. You guys are going to another level. We're excited about them. You guys are going to another level too, so I'm excited about y'all. So let's rock and roll out here. J.E. Williams say, Lambo Drew, what's up? What's up, J.E.? I see you in the building, man. We out here and everything, man, trying to do what we do, little bro. Thank you for showing love, man. It's 2023. Kennard Haney say, man, happy birthday, Mom Dukes. Thank you, Kennard. Big Drew say happy birthday. Thank you. My guy Byron Mitchell say happy birthday. Thank you, Big B, man, for real. My guy Jada Boy say, man, happy birthday, Auntie. Pray God bless you with many more, man. Showing love, man, to my Mom Dukes. Thank you. LA Law say happy birthday, Miss Williams. It's actually Mrs. Johnson. But shout out to Mrs. Williams anyway, because Miss Prophetess Williams up here too and stuff like that. She is actually enjoying some away time. So we got my mother-in-law here in Denver, Colorado, and she been eating up all the chicken. So I know she watching this broadcast because I know where she at in my crib watching the TV. So shout out to her and everything, mother-in-law eating up all the chicken. But yeah, it's actually my mother-in-law, my mother, Mrs. Johnson back in New Orleans and stuff like that. Definitely her birthday. But thank you, LA Law. I know what you meant and stuff like that. You get to eat for effort. Mom Dukes, I will send you my credit card and address if you will ship that gumbo to Columbus. Oh, Lord. There you go, man. Look. Y'all do not want to go ahead and do that, man, because I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. It can get ugly real quick. If you ship that gumbo, man, she probably going to go ahead and make some more gumbo, man, or my sister make some gumbo for y'all, all right? So shout out to y'all. My guy, Muhammad, what's up, man? I see you in the building. Big shout out to you. Thank you, man, for tapping in, man, each and every single week. Thank you for doing what you do. For real. It's a pleasure to have you on here. Sharon Flowers said, I wasn't sure if I heard it right. I have a lot going on with the crew in my house, LOL. But Mr. Kennard is now in a partnership with someone, if I heard right. Congratulations, sir. Yes, actually, Mr. Kennard, I won't go into it and stuff like that, but Kennard and a few of the other ones actually got into some of the things that we're actually doing now moving forward, and some of the new investments that we actually got on the brink that are just now getting released and stuff like that. So we're really excited, man, about that. So yeah, thank you, Ronnie. Tracy, you just say good evening, family. What's up, Trace? My guy, Trace. Man, shout out to you, Trace. I see what you're doing, man, down there in South Carolina. Big shout out to you, man. I'm thankful for what you're doing for this 2023 year, man. And I know great things are going to be happening to you. You just got to leave me a spot in that room of that house, bro. All right? Leave me a spot. When me and the missus come down, leave us a spot in there, all right? So just make sure. But I don't want nothing that you putting your wig on and you out there singing and the microphone on, all right? But tell you that right now. You can keep that for yourself. Kennard Haney says, Sharon, you coming too. Shout out to you, getting back to you. Yeah, y'all got to speak it back to everybody else. Y'all are coming. Y'all literally are coming, man. Y'all nonstop out here. Tracy, you just say, I see myself there. You're going to continue to see yourself there. You're going to continue to visualize yourself there. You have to see yourself in it. Most people before, and this is the truth, before you can go ahead and think that you're ever going to, ride and everything, man, in a really nice car. Some of you guys have never had a nice car or never, got a chance to get into a nice house or even wear something nice or nice dress. You feel different when you have something nice and it's quality. Feels different. I'm not lying to you. There's no disrespect. When we came up, man, we got what we can get. We was thankful for what my mother was able to buy, what my father was able to buy. We was thankful. But they couldn't get out there all the time and go buy $80 pair of pants for Jabos and $100 shirt and, $200 shoes. That money and everything wasn't like that. They had to take care of the house and make sure that we got what we got, and we got by with that. We were thankful for that. We wasn't caught up into that type of stuff, where we could do that. And then when we got our own money, when we went and worked for ourselves, then we could go get stuff like that. You understand? And go get, $200-$300 shoes or $500 shoes. I guarantee you, till to this day, my mom and everything, man, if you ask her, have you ever bought your son a pair of $500 shoes or $1,000 shoes or $1,500 shoes? She'll look at you like you're crazy. Because she's going to tell you, nah, we didn't play them type of games. You understand? The money had to go ahead and be stretched for the house, and her and my dad did a great job of making sure and everything that they raised us for what they had and took care of the business of what they did. So we thankful for that. You have to see yourself there. But when I got to the point and I got around my wife, shout out to Nada, we call her Blower Bag Nada. Everybody who know Blower Bag Nada, when Blower Bag Nada is in the building, she's getting ready to blow a bag. For real, for real. That means she's getting ready to shut it down. When she walk up in there, you better make sure your wallet and everything, man, is out there on the counter, because Blower Bag Nada is in the building. And I got a chance to get around them. And when this was in college and everything else, and I got exposed to some great things that I've seen that I never got a chance to really see. You know, people could go ahead and like, hey, man, yeah, you can dress nice. You can do this. You can get some nice things. You can go spend this amount of money on this. And I'd be like, wow, y'all really spending that? I can have went and bought 10 pairs. Like my mindset, I can go buy 10 pairs of pants. I can go buy 30 pairs of pants. But her and her mom and everything, man, so shout out to Mrs. Williams. They always, and even her dad, Mr. Williams, they always did things even on a budget, but they rewarded themselves in milestones. And I found out how they did things. I'm like, wow, y'all rewarding yourself in milestones. They wasn't out there all the time dropping bags like that, but they rewarded themselves in milestones. And when I learned that, I adopted that to what I do for me and my family, where I would rather my money be making money in investment and making money and flipping money and rewarding ourselves in milestones. So yeah, you can go in the closets and go see people, but go bless other people. How much money your money go when you go bless other people? Or it's an investment, it is making money for you. How much money can your money go? But reward yourself in milestones. Some of y'all deserve a pair of red bottoms. Straight up. Some of y'all ladies, I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. Y'all deserve a pair of red bottoms. Now I better shut up, because my wife probably gonna have me trying to buy a pair of red bottoms next week. So y'all make sure. But y'all deserve that. Y'all deserve that. Y'all deserve a pair of red bottoms. Y'all deserve a nice purse. You deserve a nice dress. You deserve to go sit down at a nice restaurant, a really nice restaurant. One of them where they come out and they fold the towels and everything else. And, you know, my daughters, we eat like that all the time. It's a blessing. But my daughters come out there and they be like, Dad, we want to see the restaurants you and mommy go eat at, the really nice restaurants when they come out. So what we started doing, me and my wife started exposing our kids to that. Not a every time basis. Nah, you're going to sit down there and you're going to eat this McDonald's. You understand? You're going to sit down there or you're going to eat the McJohnson, what we fix at the house, or do something else. You're going to eat that. This is how you're going to go ahead and do this thing. But expose them to this. Expose yourself to this. Expose yourself to a lifestyle that God and everything, man, truly desires to have you, to have the best. Expose yourself. Reward yourself in milestones. That don't mean go get out in a whole bunch of debt. And now you turn around, man, you're trying to keep up with the Joneses, and you sitting out here, man, the Joneses out here, man, ordering a $3,000 meal, and you didn't went and took your money that you actually got for the next 3 to 4 months in your household to try to go keep up with them. No, reward yourself from the small reserve. Get a reserve pot. Put the reserve pot aside and say, hey, this is for a nice dress, or this is for an outing, or this is for a restaurant, or this is for this. Make sure you're rewarding yourself and put that aside. I'm giving y'all some keys already that I got down here already for the game plan that y'all have to have in 2023 moving forward. If y'all are going to reward yourself, if you guys are saving money, make sure you're saving money. And I'm getting into it now as we go. Make sure you're saving money in the long run. Save money where you're putting 10% aside, or 5% aside, or 3% aside. Some of y'all may not think that it makes a difference. Put $100 aside every week, every other week. Put it aside. See what happens. See that build up once every week or once every 2 weeks. And then take a little of that money, and after you gather it up in a little pot, put a little bit of that in a vehicle. And for those and everything, if you've been watching this, you understand what a vehicle is. A vehicle is an investment that continues to make more money for you. It goes much more further than that money being saved up or being stored in a bank. Put it in a vehicle where the money is actually making and appreciating over time even more, whether it's daily, whether it's weekly, whether it's monthly, or whether it's quarterly. I don't know what that vehicle may be for you, but put it in a vehicle and make sure that that money is actually making money for you. I've had so many people, and this is the God honest truth, who have put money in the vehicles and then turned around and everything, man. After they put the money into a vehicle, they turn around and they say, well, you know what, Lambo, this vehicle will end up going down. I don't know what we can do. No, put the money in the vehicle. Put it in the vehicle. Because I'm trying to tell you this right now. I know without a shadow of a doubt, you're going to make way more money than you can ever make if you keep that money in your pocket or you keep that money inside and everything in your bank account. I'm telling you what I know. So put that money in the vehicle and then reward yourself. Go eat at a nice restaurant. Go take yourself out to go do a little shopping. Some of y'all have to get like blow a bag now and just go blow a bag. Go blow $200, $100, maybe $50. Some of y'all may go blow a bag in a Dollar Tree. Straight up. It may be a small thing that y'all may want, but that's something big. There's nothing you knocking yourself because you wanted to go and, get yourself and everything, man, an extra painting. Or you may want to go get yourself some carpet or a rug or, something. You may want to reward yourself with a TV. I don't know what it is, but reward yourself in milestones for what you do. Don't just budget and save money, but make sure you're budgeting and rewarding yourself, okay? All right, so 50%, yes. Kanoy said yes, 50% of that one investment, they've already gained back 50% of their money already, guaranteed. They've already gained it back. So shout out to them who got into it and the other ones who are getting into some of the other things that we got, who got into that. And we're excited about that because there's certain things that you will never see on YouTube and everything else that if you can try, we're going to be a part of that. And you guys will see that, man, who are definitely following the show. So we're excited about that. Hey, Kennard Haney, my wife's showing love, and then she tells Kennard, I don't do sports. She doesn't. My wife is definitely not the one that does sports. She will walk out in a room in a minute and everything. Kennard says, Kim says, and I told JT, my butt cheeks been tight since that kick, so let's keep it moving, Lambo. The clicker blew it. OSU secondary sucks. Now hold on. Again, we can't say OSU secondary suck. Them boys played a game, an outstanding game. And I'm going to give credit where credit is due at. Georgia, you played one of the baddest defenses that was literally in there. Them guys, them some bad boys, man. I'm telling you this right now, man. Them some bad boys. Straight up. Them some bad boys. And for Georgia what did LSU do Purdue yesterday? Did anybody see that game? My Tigers actually won. LSU beat Purdue 63-7. It could have been lopsided. It could have been a bad game real quick. LSU could have been one of them where they ran up the scoreboard on Ohio State, and Ohio State and everything was nowhere to recover. So I have to say this. They contain that quarterback, just about, going into the third, fourth quarter. That quarterback got hot. He was in the first half, but that quarterback got hot for Georgia. When he got hot, and it's hard to stop him. I've watched what he has done. He has put some serious points up on the board. So make sure that you guys are seeing that. You understand? Make sure you guys know that because they got hot and they got hot real quick. And OSU couldn't go on ahead, man. And they had their offense. Actually, the game-changing play for them that if they would have got the first down, Ken, remember it was a 4th and 1 OSU had. And they actually did a fake, but the Georgia coach called a timeout. You remember that? That play right there would have been a game-changing play. They had the momentum, and they did the fake. And when they did the fake, they actually picked up the first down, but the coach seen it. He seen it all day long and called and turned around, and they called the last second timeout which actually made that first down, in void. If they had turned around and got that, I'm telling you this right now, it would have went on ahead, man. We'll probably be talking about a whole different ball game at this point. Again, because they had some key moments that actually decided the fate of that game. But yeah, I'm actually proud of them boys. Them boys did what they did. My big cuz, shout out to your big cuz, LSU and Tulane. Yeah, them boys did their thing, man. Shout out to LSU and Tulane. You already know, man, they represented for the city, man, and they got us right, man. So shout out for them doing their thing, man, because, dude, that was all I had, man. Larry said kickers can't catch a break. Man, they ain't going to catch no break around here. What kicker you know going to catch a break? Man, we're not even going to get started about these kickers, man. These kickers need to catch every break they possibly can because they only got one job, and that's to kick. They need to go to a ballet class around there. Jamal Titus say, LA Law, thank you. It's so good to be in the house. It is so good for Jamal Titus definitely be in the house. Thank you, man, for that. Larry says, eating up all the chicken. Dang, all business out there. Yeah, bro. Eat up all that chicken, man. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. Y'all ever come to Denver? We going to make sure that y'all get the chicken spot. Everybody get turned on to this chicken spot. We didn't people, oh man, they from our city, from out of Louisiana. They didn't got here. So shout out to y'all know who y'all is. They went and ate that chicken and everything, man, started worrying them out throughout the night. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. That chicken ain't no joke. And I got some chicken, man, out here in Denver that'll go ahead, man, and make you cry. I'm trying to tell you this right now. For those who eat chicken, and I know Larry don't eat no chicken. Larry and everything, man, out there eat shrimp and eating all the seafood. That's why he actually talk about them chicken jokes like that, man. So shout out to, man, my peoples out there, man. My baby says, well, I guess I'm coming too. Yeah, baby, you coming too. We all coming, baby. You already know what time it is. Jamal Tiger say, happy birthday, Mrs. Johnson. Showing love to my mom, Dukes, man. Thank you for that. Kadon Haney, he's cracking up laughing. Mom Dukes, shout out to your birthday, girl. I see you in the building, Mom Dukes, man, on here, man. Showing love with the thumbs up, man, all the way from New Orleans, Louisiana, baby. Go ahead and do your thing, man. She kicking back, man, with the best of them down there. Hey, we had to show you love on here, Mom Dukes. There wouldn't be no me without you and Pop. So thank you. Kadar Haney say they played well and should have won. You know, us OSU fans don't like second place. Close only counts in checkers and horseshoes. Yes. So you know what, man? Again, that game. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, that game really went on ahead and set a lot of people back. Straight up. It did not end well for the Buckeyes. The Buckeyes and everything, man, they took it, but you know what? I think even the coach, looked that day and say, you know what? They say, yo, we're gonna ride on this kicker. If he had to go down, there's something about a kicker missing the kick that you can go down with. You can be like, it's a last second kick, it's a 30. Okay, we good. We knew we was good enough to get into striking distance for our kicker, who's been consistent, to miss a kick and choke on a kick. Yeah, that boy became a choke artist that night. He was a choke artist. We ain't going to go ahead and let up off him. But at the same time, again, our offense came out there. I think the offense was phenomenal. If you really won, and you really want to say that, you know, Kennard said, yeah, they played well and we should have won. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, yeah, we got all of that. They really should have won, but there was a couple of plays either way. If they'd have picked up a first down or even went for it on another like first down or even a 4th and 2 or whatever, that because they had momentum already. They couldn't stop it. Each team, they really couldn't stop it. Georgia really couldn't stop that offense that night. I'm going to tell you that right now. That offense that night, Georgia really couldn't stop it. OSU, that probably was one of the most poised games I seen all year long up against a number one team. This wasn't no secondary team. This was a team that beat the brakes out of Alabama. You understand? Beat the brakes out of LSU. This was a team, Georgia was a team that really went on here and deserved to be that. So for OSU to come down to a kick on their end and it was at the 30-yard line. Come on, man. We got I put it on the kicker because the kicker ain't gonna get a break. But make sure and everything, man, you understand, man, that I'm definitely rooting for them, man, next year. OHIO. OHIO, man. Kennard say fake punt hurts. Georgia coach is one of the best. Yeah, but man, dude, I'm not gonna lie. What they did, and they came out there and they really went on head, man, and did their thing. I was really surprised that Ohio State coming out there to ball like they balled out and really give people a show. Actually, those two games, if you go back to look at the Michigan game and TCU game and the Ohio State game, man, was definitely on point. So shout out to them and everything for them both doing their thing. We was definitely on point. We had a good time watching it. Shout out to my mom, Dukes back home. Say thank you, Jamal. Showing love, man, with the wonderful face, man. Then she say, thank you, Drew. Shout out to you and stuff like that. Thank you, Mom Dukes, man. We showing love. Now, Mom Dukes, a lot of other people that wish you happy birthday on here, too. So I know you're thanking everybody and stuff like that, but I have to go all the way back up to the top to go looking at all of these people that said happy birthday. But I know where you're coming from, so you're in good shape, Mom Dukes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My guy, Q Walker's in the building. Lit. He know what time it is, man. The fam in the building doing what we do. Shout out to him, man. 17 Holly Grove in the building, man. My guy, he know what time it is, man. Actually, I think, where you from? He from P-Town, right? I think he's from Pigeon Town, man. He from out of Pigeon Town or Girk Town. There's one of them. One of them, Q. Where you at? Pigeon Town or Girk Town, bro? He already know, man. He know what time it is. Shout out to Q Walker, man, in the building showing love, man. You know what time it is. Yes, TTUN and TCU was a good game as well. What is TTUN? TTUN? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. What is TTUN, Ken? You got me thinking about that. And TCU was a good game. TTUN. Is that a code name for Michigan, man? Huh? Oh, did what he say? That team up north. I got you, bro. But them Buckeyes, let me tell you something. Them Buckeyes came to play. You already know in time what time it was and stuff like that, man. My guy B was like Texas Tech and everything, man. Texas Tech University. No, he talked about, instead of him calling Michigan, he called them that team up north. So TTUN is that team up north, man. We used to call them a steak on a lake. You understand? So, again, it is what it is. They know what time it is. Mom Duke said, thank you, everyone, man, showing love and everything, man, for everybody out here. Kennard say, shout out, man, to Chef Q, man, in the building. Thank you, thank you, thank you. OSU fans don't like to say Michigan. Yes, the Bucks did play hard, man. They did. Yeah, we call them fish again. So you already know what time it is and everything, man. We say that for those and everything, man, who already knowing everything, man, what time it is, bro. My guy B said, greatness, Kobe Bryant right above your head, bro. That's all I strive for, man. Thank you, B, man, for tapping in, man, on another broadcast, man. I'm going on ahead and continue to keep striving for greatness, bro. I'm not going on ahead and settling for anything else less, just greatness. And, man, Kobe and everything, man, is definitely, one of the biggest things that helped change my life. My mom knew when I came up, even in me and my little brother room, I had a picture of Kobe on my wall. When Kobe, he had the number 8 jersey on. My mom could tell you back in the day. And literally, man, he had that dunking on a post and stuff like that. So shout out to him and stuff like that, man, for him doing his thing, man. Kobe gonna always forever be that man. That's forever, man. My guy and stuff like that. Listen, I want to get into a few of these plays tonight. I didn't mean to go ahead, man, and to go too hard into this, but I really wanted to connect with y'all, let y'all know, man, I'm out here for y'all to win. Listen, this year, if you desire to win and you desire and everything to have a game plan, number one on your list, devote a life of prayer. Devote a life of prayer. Devote a life of prayer. This year, kick your prayer game up a whole nother level. Don't be just praying for asking God for things. Pray that in everything, man, that God continues to start moving things on other people's life. Pray to God in everything, man, to start opening doors for other people's life. That's where your prayer life should be. God, help bless other people, or help me be a blessing so I may bless other people. Let your prayer game increase. If that's not the number one thing on your list this year, go ahead and just scratch everything out and just put it right above that. Or even if you got to go ahead and if you didn't filled out everything, you got to stick another set of piece of paper and tape it to that prayer. And your relationship closer to God should be number one on that list. Make sure that that's number one on your list first. Getting closer and everything, man, to God, to your creator, to understanding and everything, man. What plans do he has from you? Because you have to be able to listen. And the thing where people mess up at is that we stop listening. We get caught up with some things. We get caught up with things in life and we just stop listening. Or we miss the listen. We miss God telling us and everything, man, hey, I need you to go here. I need you to move this way. I need you to go that way. I need you to go this way. I need you to don't do that. I need you to go ahead. There's always warning before destruction. Some people, man, they've been saying, man, God, give me a reason and stuff like that. And God, like, yo, I'm trying to give you a reason. You just need to know and everything. The reason I'm trying to give you is bigger than what you think. And it's bigger than everything, man, than where you at right now. The old folks used to say something, man. They say, when you get sick and tired about it, you'll do something about it. And you have to understand that if you're sick and tired of some of the things that are happening in your life, and I'm telling you, the number one thing this year is prayer and getting closer to God so you can hear more. Hear what he has to say. Remember, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. That lets you know something. You do need to do a lot less talking and a lot more listening. Hear what he's saying to you. God is telling you and everything, man. Look, I told you, man, I'm going to help break you. I'm going to help get you out of this. Start drawing back from that. Like, look, you know what? I don't need that in my life. You may need to cut the drinking. You may need to cut the drugs. You may need to cut, you're out here doing this, some wrong stuff. You may need to cut a lot of stuff out. God may just be telling you and speaking to you on that life, like, hey, you need to cut it out this year because you're not going to make it. Or it's going to take you out. And there's always a warning before destruction. It's like, you know what, man, I need help. I need to stop. I need to keep moving forward. I don't know what it is, why my vision board keeps crashing, or why the things that I desire to do don't even take off. And if it doesn't take off, it's 10 to 1 and everything, man. Some of the things that you've been doing has not been in alignment to what God and everything, man, has been telling you to do in your life. I can tell you right now, man, everything that is aligned in your life is aligned in everything, man, starting first with how you look at God and how God and everything, man, looks back at you. When God looks at you and everything, man, can God say, can I trust you? Or are you going to blow it? Some people use God like a genie. I told you. They sit back up in here, man, and rub God for God to give them something. And then once God gives them something, God, if you ever get me out of this, God has said, okay, I'm going to remember that. That's a vow. And a lot of people who don't know biblically what a vow is, God comes back for a vow. He returns for a vow. So what happens is God will shut things off on your life until you go back to fulfill a vow. He's big on that. He's a covenant-keeping God. God, if you get me out of this, I'm going to stop doing this. And then you go right back doing it. I was guilty. I've done it so many times. God, if you get me out of this, if you help me with this, if you help break this breakthrough, I do this for you. I've been guilty. I'm telling you, Lambo, y'all want me to lie on the Leverage Show. I've been guilty. I can tell you what I know I've been guilty of doing. I'm telling you myself, I don't want to go ahead and be out here like Lambo is this dude who don't mess up. He's one of the best guys out here. He's walking on water and everything, man, with Peter and Jesus. That's not me. That's not my story, homie. I come from New Orleans and everything. Actually, I come from Marrero. So that's not my story. I'm telling y'all right now, that's not my story. My story has been filled with nothing but flaws that I have did on myself, trying to be out there and doing stuff that I shouldn't have been doing. And I shouldn't be worthy of sitting in front of you guys today. But God and everything, man, said, nah, man, I'm ordaining him. Because when I look at everything through the Bible, I see nothing but people who have dropped the ball. From Genesis all the way to Revelation. Nothing but people who dropped the ball. And if they drop the ball like they dropped the ball, I know I got a shot. I know God must have put me here for a reason and put me in front of and given me a mic and put me a platform in front of y'all so I can help y'all guys out. And that's what I'm here for. Number one this year, you got to go ahead and have a relationship with God. Number two this year, you want to have a game plan, an effective game plan. Make sure your vision board, you're writing down on your vision board. Some of you guys probably don't know what a vision board is. Get a sheet of paper, piece of paper, a journal, a notebook, or something. Even it can be a chalkboard, a poster board, whatever the case is. Get you a vision board. You need a vision board. I'm telling you, the scripture says and everything, man, in Habakkuk 2:2, without a vision, write the vision down and make it plain. Write the vision down and make it plain. You have to write something down. Some of y'all are trying to write, they're just trying to just get through life. And most of y'all who are married, y'all are not fact checking your partner. They got a vision board. You got a vision board. Do your visions align with each other? Do their visions align with each other? Or do they go against what each other is doing? Because in everything, remember, two people in everything that has a vision that doesn't align with the vision that God has given, that's called division. And God in everything is not a God of divide. He's a God in everything of unity. So if you got a vision and both visions of the household and everything, man, it's not together and it's divided, make sure you get that line first. I promise you, you will literally be at this another broadcast, like some sort of other broadcast in 2023, wishing that, man, I should have got that vision board. I'm going to be on you this year. Get this vision board right. Write this vision board. Write it down. Make it plain. Put it in front of your face. Some of y'all and everything, man, if y'all want to go ahead and out there and get clean, get cleaned up and get all dressed up and get all of this and make sure that you guys are right. Like, man, I know I should be looking better, living better. Some of y'all straight up, and this is the truth. Some of y'all, when y'all look at yourself and you look at yourself in the mirror, you look at yourself every day and you say to yourself, I should be looking way more than this. I should be looking better than this. I know I should be better than this. I don't look the same. But don't beat yourself up. Build yourself up. Say, you know what? Whatever I got to do, God, bring the best out of me. Show me and everything how I can bring the best out of me. Show me how I can go ahead and change some stuff up so I may be presentable to your people. So I can go do some other things in life. So I may be presentable. Because you got to remember, some of y'all, if y'all are getting ready to open the doors or walk into doors that y'all truly desire to walk into, you got to dress the part. Some of y'all are not dressing the part. When you walk outside, some of y'all are looking hit from the toe up, from the floor up. And look like if you look in the mirror, you just may throw up. So if you're looking toe up from the floor up and in the mirror, you just may throw up, what do you think other people are looking at you like? Well, I'm just going to go outside like this. I'm cool. I'm feeling good. Keep going. Stay at the same level. Look at the rest of the people around you in your camp. How are they dressing? It don't cost much to dress. You can go to the thrift store. You can go to Goodwill. It don't cost much to dress. Cost you pennies on the dollars and match stuff together. You can match stuff together. I watch people. My wife can tell you and everything, man. This is true. My wife loves Goodwill shopping. She will get all kind of paintings and everything else out of Goodwill, all kind of architects and stuff like that. If she find a nice scarf or something, she can go get it. That's just her. She loves that. And for those y'all think that this is not the Bougie Leverage Show. Let's get this out right now. I don't know which show y'all probably been watching and y'all waiting for, me to come out. Now, I do got them in the closet, Balenciagas or something like that. And for me to be out here with this Gucci scarf and, with my Cartier frames on. No, that's not the show. This is not. Now, I'm trying to help people. And I'm trying to help people from where the levels are where they at, but also the levels that God desires for them to go. That's what we're out here to do. We're not out here, man. We're not out here to try to look hood rich. I want you to really be rich. I want you to really say, you know what, man, God, you did that for me. You really did that for me. We turned around, you made the pennies, meet your level where you're at, master the level where you're at. You're going to always continue to hear me say that. Master the level where you are currently at. If you're currently at where you're only making $2,000 a month or $3,000 a month or $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month, master that level first. And then you want God to bless you more, then he will start expanding more based off of how you handle your last level. If you look around the house, I told you that and everything, man. God didn't bless you with a house, or God didn't bless you with a car, or God didn't bless you with clothes, and God didn't bless you with something in your hands. God is looking at how you handle that. How are you handling what I gave you? You're asking me for more stuff, but how are you handling what I gave you? How are you handling it? Show me. How are you handling it? When you look at your children, some of y'all this year, this is the truth. Some of y'all this year truly look at your children. And when you look at your children, you say, man, my children and everything, man, is looking tall from the floor. Shout out to my guy, B. I really need to, I need to say this. Shout out to you, B. Because B, let me say something to you, bro. I watch B. Now, I've been off of social media an entire 30 days. The only thing that has been airing has been the Facebook, because it's linked to the StreamYard for people who know that. But outside of social media, Instagram and everything, I've been off. I just got on this morning. For those who know I'm back, I'm back. I just got back on this morning, and I definitely one of the first posts was to wish my mother a happy birthday. I definitely had to do that. It's Mom Dukes, you already know. But shout out to B, because B exposes his kids to some really, really cool, nice stuff. Like when I look at B and me and my wife, we be looking at him like, man, B taking his kids to go shopping. B taking his kids to go shopping at Saks. Now, that don't mean everything that they wearing be Saks. He may go to Walmart, Target, or whatever and stuff like that, but he's exposing them along the journey. Like, man, look, man, it's okay to dress nice. It's okay to look nice. Get in here. And B be knowing so many people on his Facebook and Instagram. He be knowing everybody. He know everybody in the stores. He know more people than I know in the stores. He like, yeah, dog, yeah, bro. Me and my wife, we be laughing because B gonna be B. We know B streets. B gonna be B. Man, that's my dog here. This is my dog. And he's going expose his kids to a great lifestyle. Expose your kids. Expose yourself to something better. Expose yourself. There's no way that I should be sitting up in here and your kids is looking like they need help. Nobody should have to look at your kids. There was no way that Myra J let us come out the house and us looking tore up from the floor up like that. It wasn't going to happen. You understand? Nah. And then we always stay sharp with ours. Back in the day, we had shoe shine stuff. Well, we had we'll white out the shoes and stuff like that. You had the shoe polish. We'll be polishing our shoes. If we had white tennis shoes, we'd keep a rag on there, man, with some hot water, and we put some alcohol on there on the rag, and then we start cleaning the shoes up. We take the shoe strings out. We hand washing the shoe strings. We was doing everything we could do. Because that's how we was taught. Make sure that you're doing it. We was taught that way. Like, take care of your stuff. Make sure, man, if you got something, take care of it. Because that's the way that in a longevity, when you look at stuff and people look back at you like, man, you was able to take care of that. We would get, and my mom could tell you, she's on here if I'm lying and everything. We probably get 1 or 2 pairs of shoes for the entire school year. That was it. Wasn't no, we got to go get a new pair of shoes. I see these guys get a new pair of shoes every 2-3 weeks or every week or every 2. And there's nothing wrong if y'all can do that. But that wasn't how we came up. We had 1 pair or 2 pairs of shoes a school year. That was it. It wasn't all of that stuff that I see people who's turned around and they go get. We took care of the stuff that we got. And then me and my brothers, we would sit back up here and mismatch our stuff. We would go ahead, okay, well, cool. I wear a shirt, you wear a shirt, I wear a pair of jeans, you wear a pair of jeans. So we was matching. I had 2 other brothers, so we was matching stuff between us throughout the year, but taking care of our stuff, ironing our stuff. My mom could tell you, man, back in the day, we stayed ironing stuff with creases, creased up, shirts coming out. We ironing our stuff. And that was what we did. Like we took care of that. Now these days, some kids now, I need to know how many of y'all kids really know how to iron out here. Truthfully, let's truthfully be told. How many of y'all kids really know how to use an iron out here? Really know. Not just have you seen them take an iron out once or twice, but really can use an iron. Have you really taught your kids how to use an iron? How many y'all taught your kids how to really wash dishes? Like really physically wash dishes. It takes that. It takes some of y'all have to go back to the old time way to be like, you know what? We got to make sure that we're budgeting in the right way. That we're not out here and everything, man, doing all of this craziness. That we're out here budgeting the way that we need to be budgeting out here. And that literally will take you to another level. It will have you stretch money more than some of y'all who are out here, man. You're spending money on a dishwasher. Some of your kids, all they've ever known their entire life is a dishwasher. That's all they know. They don't know an iron. They don't know to cook or clean. Cook. You know what their definition of cooking is now in these days? And these kids, and this is truthfully, their definition of cooking is pop us up in a microwave. If it takes for them to crank open and crack open the stove and warm that stove up, whether it's electric or gas, they don't know how to do that these days, straight up. My kids are raised in the house. Shout out and everything, man, to all of my kids. We got some, and I'm going to say it and everything, man, in my tone voice. We got some good kids. I'm thankful that me and my wife decided to teach our kids how to cook, how to clean, how to wash clothes. My youngest was washing clothes. This is no lie. My wife can tell you. She was washing clothes at 5 years old. Wash and dry. Wash and dry. She was cooking omelets and everything else at 6. She was cooking at 6 and could cook good. I'm not talking about the stuff that you looking like, did she do that? No, she's taking pictures of the stuff. Your daughter cooked that at 6 and 7? At 6 and 7. And at 8 and 9, she was rolling. She was off to the races. But she was like what they say, before her time. Teach your kids and everything, man. For those who have kids, teach them and everything, man, the responsibility of what not to go around. You got to take them back to the old time way. You can't keep taking them back where you're fast feeding them out here and you're feeding them all of this stuff and you're microwaving stuff and all of this stuff. Teach them how to be men and teach them how to be ladies. I'm telling you what I know. Teach them how to be men and teach them how to be ladies. Watch what happens, man. What the thing about it is that we don't spend the time teaching our kids how to be kids. We try to pacify them with our pocketbooks and our wallets. So then when the kid gets out there and gets grown enough, they can't do certain stuff. Well, I don't know how to work that. Some of your kids may not even know how to change the tire, how to change the oil. Teach them how to do that. My wife knew how to do that from her father. Teach them how to do that. I learned how to do a lot of stuff by watching my brother, by watching my pops. You understand? By watching my neighbors and stuff like that, do stuff. Watching everything when I got too high, watching Richard. Like, I learned how to do stuff by hanging around people, man, that I like, hey, man, I'm taking interest in knowing how to do that. Just in case if I have to go through a flat, hey, I need to know and everything, man. I can do something for this. I can get myself out of this situation. Teach them how to be something, because what happens is we are raising a generation of kids that when they get older, they're not going to be able to teach their spouses and the ones that they're in the relationships with how to be able to go ahead and make a dollar stretch and really go ahead and make sure that they're taking care of business. How you cook a meal 5 days out the week or 6 days out the week. You may go out to eat 1 day out the week. Teach them how to cook for 7 days out the week just to be on the safe side. Teach them how to cook different meals. Not just one meal, different meals. I don't care, man. They got so much stuff on YouTube now. They got cookbooks. They got all of this stuff that y'all can be learning and teach them young. Show them young. So when they get older and when they actually get married and when they actually go out there, they're not in everything, man. Got a house where they got clothes all over the place. The house all junky. There's nobody out there washing clothes. There's nobody out there cooking food in the kitchen. There's nobody out there doing this. No, put it into that now. Show them how to do it. Stop pacifying these kids, because these kids are the next generation. They will thank you for this later on. I'm telling you what I know. On the Leverage Show, man, we're here to help you become better. But I want to make sure that you're seeing every angle out here first, because I don't want you to leave this Leverage Show and be like, you know what? Lambo didn't challenge really to me nothing. I didn't learn nothing from the show. No. Every show may not be the show where you're jumping off the Richter scale on, but it may be for somebody else out there who needs to hear this. It may be for the other 2,000 people or 3,000 people or, 50 people who need to hear this. That may be their message. Like, you know what? Let me teach my kid how to do this. Teach the kid how to go outside. Most of your kids don't even go outside now. They stay inside on a phone or in front of a TV or in front of a laptop or something like that, or in front of a video game the whole time. Teach them how to go outside. Go be friends with people. You go make time with them. We was coming up, man. Shout out to Johnny Jacobson and everything, man. My grandpa Johnny Jacobson, also my grandpa Henry Jr. He used to go ahead, Henry Sr. He used to go ahead, man, and Henry Sr. would take us to the park to go play baseball on Sundays. Be me and my brother. We be about to pass out on Sundays. Me, my brother, and my cousins. Baseballs and everything out there. It'd be 100 and some degrees in New Orleans out there. And then Uncle Johnny, not my Uncle Johnny, my grandpa Johnny, he would take us down to the playground and stuff like that, man. Take his car. Y'all come down here to this park. Come weigh yourself out. Or we'd go across the street in the football field, the empty field that we had. And we'll play and everything until we couldn't play no more, till the sun went out. And then our mama told us we can come inside now. Now, that don't mean we play video games. We had video games even back then. My mom can tell you. We had video games that we would play. But, man, most of the time we was out of that house. You're not getting ready to stay up in this house like this. Get out of the house. Go be interactive with other people. Be interactive with other kids. Get yourself out of the zone that these kids have been in. Because now most of these kids and everything, man, they're doing so much other stuff that they do not need to do. And they get entertained with stuff they do not need to get entertained with. Make sure that you are on the right path moving forward. So that's part of the vision board. Make sure that you're checking yourself, fact checking yourself. My guy B said, "Oh, he's so right, man. Look, I'm out here, man, just showing love." QP, I see you in the building. Thank you, QP, for showing love. My guy Quentin in the building. Thank you. My guy Bree said, "I needed to hear this." Man, listen, that's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear that. There's no way you should be coming out the house. You looking like $1 million and your house shipwrecked. There's no way. There's no way. My grandma Dorothy Mae Johnson, God bless her soul and everything, man. She used to say all the time and everything, man, there's no way, grandson. There's no way. You got to clean what God has given you. Clean up after what God has given you. Make sure y'all stay clean. Take care of what God is giving you, because you just do not know what may happen. You may have to go sell the house. You may have to go sell the car. You may have to go sell the clothes. You may have to go sell something. This is the truth. You may have to go sell something that you got. Make sure you're taking care of it. You understand? I got so much, but I know my guy B could put so much stuff on consignment right now, between Gucci belts and Louis Vuitton and everything. He can go put stuff on consignment right now and probably pay for all of y'all mortgages and everything else for the next year. I'm not lying. B can tell you. He probably could do that. I'm not lying. Put all this stuff on consignment and it's worth that much in value. But make sure and everything, man, y'all are taking care of your kids and make sure that they're moving along with the vision. Everybody has to be a moving part. You can't just have certain people a moving part and other people not a moving part. Make sure everybody is a moving part with this. You understand me? Make sure y'all are moving part with this and watch what happens. Everybody's attached to the vision in this year. All right. That's what I like. I messed up my Lexus and all I was thinking about was a Benz, and I was downgraded because I didn't take care of my first blessing. B, it's okay. We've been out there. Brother, I didn't done it. I done messed up. I done sit back up in here, man, and I done had most stuff taken away than I should have had because I messed up on it. Bad decisions, bad financial decisions, bad decisions that we shouldn't have did. And then you look at what God has blessed us all with now in this part of our life and who we're helping back this stage of our life. We're helping to get people back and telling them, this is how you do it. You want to learn how you do it? We're going to give you the blueprint of how you do it. And going to show you how to do it and how to become more effective for your 2023. So it's okay. You can lose it. You'll gain it back. That's nothing. That's material things. What you can't gain back is your time. The time that you invest in your loved ones, the time that you invest in yourself, the time that you invest into your future, and the time you invest into your future. Time you invest, man, into your vision, man. You need to know that. So make sure you guys are following that, getting that vision board down, because that's truth. Number 3, the game plan for this year. Make sure you are out there learning something new. Learning something new. Whether it's a book, whether you're looking on YouTube, whether you're getting connected to a group, a club, something. Learn something new this year. I don't care if you are getting a book once a month. Learn something new. Get more information in your body. But then don't stop there. I need you to do application. Apply it to your life, or help others apply it to your life. Information without application, you know what that equals? Stagnation. Stagnation. You will be stagnant all 2023, all 2024, all 2025, and all the years to come. You will be stagnant. You have to have information, and you have to apply it with application, and that will make manifestation. Information without application makes stagnation. You'll be stagnant. We don't want you to be stagnant this year. Go get where you're going, wherever you're trying to do. If you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that, find out what it takes to do it and go do it. Go get the information. Then the most important thing, go apply it. And if you don't know, get around somebody who does know how to apply it and watch it help change your life. You thank me later. I know what I'm talking about. My wife and everything say, I do like a good Goodwill. And you fuss at me for going. Yes, she loves Goodwill, man. She can go ahead, man, and definitely get in that Goodwill and find some stuff. And you be like, man, what store you went shopping at? And she be like, oh, all this is at the Goodwill. And they got brand new price tags on it and stuff like that. I'm like, man, you must know the department stores when they're giving away the stuff out there for free. So my wife be finding some real good stuff, and people who go along with it, man, be on point. B said Walmart and Target, and shoes from Foot Locker, and a belt from Saks. Shout out to B. He's showing them how to go ahead and stretch your money a little bit, stretch your money a long way, but to be able to expose them and everything, man, in different arenas in their life. And it'll definitely go a lot further. My mom is saying, preach it. Shout out to your Mom Dukes. I see you on here still. Preach it, Mom Dukes. I'm trying to do what I do. You know, Brandon say, especially if you're in the club, drinking it up every night and buying bottles. Dude, there is no way. We out here, man, we can't be out here being playboys out here like this. Either you're going to be a parent or you're going to be a playboy. Which one you want? Which one you want? Just straight up. And for those and everything who may not have kids, either you're going to walk in prosperity or you want to be a playgirl or playboy. We're not out here to do this. I spend so much time dedicating for you guys and for my clients because I'm concerned about your future. I can care less about you partying it up and clubbing and popping bottles and anything like that. What is that doing for you? Nothing. Who is that impressing? Low-level people. I want you guys on a different level, on a high level this year. Maintaining and walking on a higher level this year than you ever walked on before. So again, make sure you're getting the information and application because this is what we're here for. We're here for to go ahead and make some stuff happen and change this year for the right thing. My mom Duke said, right, yes. And we had 5 children to raise. Yes, we had to make every penny stretch and make sure that every dollar was counted. Every quarter was cash, nickel and dime and penny was counted. And we making sure and everything, man, we had to do. Also, shout out to my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law did the same thing, man, with her kids, making sure that they stretch their money and allowing God to take the money a whole lot longer. Some of y'all need to pray over your money. That's a big thing. That's not on here, but I'm going to tell you this right now. That praying before God, you need to pray over your money and ask God and everything, man, God, stretch my money. Not just that, God, stretch favor deals. Stretch your favor on our life so that our money goes a lot further and it goes to do more and go to help more people. Do you guys understand that? I live by the 5+5 rule. My wife knows and everything, man. Our church does this. That most churches and everything, man, they have 10% that they actually give to their churches. And there's no disrespect against no church out there, no pastor, or anybody else who's out here. But I talked about this even on the broadcast before. And my, seeing my mom say we have 5 children raised. Yeah, we live by the 5+5 rule that is at our church. 5% goes to your local church. Y'all can adopt this year. It's not hard. 5% goes to your local church. 5%, just 5%. Take the other 5% and go bless somebody else. Go bless it. Go find, whether it's an outreach, a ministry, somebody, a family. It can be, you can go into a restaurant. You can go into a store. Go bless somebody else with that 5%. That's doing good. Now, don't go give the 5% if you know somebody's going to be popping bottles out there and they out there spinning it up in the club and they buying drugs and buying everything wrong with it. No, go bless somebody else with that 5%. I was with Kennard Haney one time, and this was shout out to Kennard when he came up here to Denver. And Kennard, we sitting down, we're talking. And Kennard said, Lambo, me and this other gentleman and stuff like that, man, we went to a Bible study. And Kennard knows what I'm talking about. And he said, man, we were in prayer, and God laid it upon his heart to give and everything, man, his tithe or his offering to this gentleman. And the gentleman and everything, man, who God had laid it up on him to give this to, had just prayed before and asked God to help him out of a situation. And the situation that he needed money for this schooling or this ministry program that he was in. Because of Kennard's gift, that allowed this gentleman to be able to turn around and be able to get blessed into this schooling or this program. And this gentleman is a great pastor, great man of God, and we're ecstatic about that. You don't know what your 5+5 gift is go for. Some of y'all are still tithing 10%, but it's split up 5+5. It helps somebody else. Y'all don't know who it may help out here. But another big thing to that 5+5+5 giving is you taking 5 more hours or 5 more whatever and go donating, whether it's business. I do a lot of it in my business throughout the week, so I'm able to do it, or this broadcast, and you're able to give back to somebody, an organization, to somebody, some people. Give them some sort of information that can able to help them move forward. 5+5. 5 to your local church, 5 to somebody else. And in 5 hours of going to invest into somebody, something, the center. I don't know what it is per week. And that 5+5 giving has changed my life and changed my wife's life. You can see the fruits of her labor. We're thankful for so much stuff that has picked up. Rather than most of the time, some of y'all are going to paying your 10% at churches, and there's no disrespect. I'm not coming out here to go and bash churches or what you guys believe. But some of you guys are going to pay yourself into churches and are truly not seeing the fruit from what it is, because most of the stuff that they're doing it in vain, even though you're doing it to God. Some of the stuff that they're doing in vain. And God is probably saying, you know what? I didn't call you to go do that. I called you to go help people. And then when somebody comes to you who truly needs help, you can't even give them no help. Because what you did was you probably living off of the 90%. Some of y'all, I've done it. You're living off of the 90%. And the 10% and everything, man, that you got, or that you're able to go get, you've already given that to the church. So then you tell people, no, I can't afford it. I can't do it. Or the 5%, I can't do it. Think about somebody else this year. Find out. Just try it out. Listen, I'm not saying anything, but just try it out. If God is speaking to your heart this year, try it out. 5% to your local church, 5% to somebody else. It could be a family member in need. It could be with a business. It could be a missionary. It could be a mission. It could be something on here. So try it out. It'll definitely help change somebody's life. All right. My wife say, and they cook and clean. Yeah, our kids do too. They do that and stuff like that. So shout out to our kids, man. My wife is so on it and everything, man. Lambo Drew. Yeah, you already know they mess around and burn the house down. Yeah. They probably will mess around and burn that house down if they don't know what they're doing. My mama's showing yes with the red hearts. You know what time it is. So she can depend on herself in life, because life can get tough. Yes, teach your kids that so that they can go ahead and depend on life, because life can get tough. You guys and everything, man, want to make sure that you guys are into that. We need this, Drew. Man, shout out to you guys, man. Listen, I'm only here being the messenger, man, just trying to show love, man, and trying to give back, man, to y'all, because y'all have been a blessing to me. My guy Brandon say, thank you for saying this. Us black people don't talk up enough. No, we don't, because we don't really have nobody, man, who's in our face. I'm going to challenge you if you're on the Leverage Show, because I want to challenge you to do better. I want to make sure that you're doing better in life. I really do. I want to make sure you're doing better. Straight up. I'm not out here, man, to go ahead, man, and to try to downplay any person out here doing this. I just want to make sure you're doing better, because I'm held at a high accountability. Man, like, again, and I'm telling you this right now. I run my ship in my house. Me and my wife, we both run this ship in this house because it's like that and everything, man, for a reason. And I want your ship in your house because you control it. Don't let nobody dictate to you in your household, and you the ones paying the bills. You pay the cost to be the boss in the household, and they're dictating to you and stuff like that what you need done. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Take authority. Take dominion back in your house. Y'all letting the kids and everybody else run your house and telling y'all what to do. You out your cotton picking mind. My mom said Atari, yes, but Atari, Super NES, whatever we can get, ColecoVision, man, we had it all and everything, man, back in the day. We was talking about this. I'm telling y'all this right now. My cousin Errol say, talk that truth, you already know, and stuff like that, man. We talking that truth, Big E. Shout out to you. I seen you on the track out there, man, getting your stuff in, getting your workout in. Shout out to Mo Flipping and all of them, man. I see he was encouraging you, Big E. My cousin, everything in the building. I love, man, when he shows up. He always showing love. My wife say shipwreck. Yes. Man, house looking shipwrecked. We don't want y'all looking shipwrecked out here. We want y'all to make sure that y'all are out here, man, really, putting the best foot forward, man. Making sure that you taking care of what God has given you. Because you would never get blessed to the next level, or a blessing will never open up to your life till you're able to go ahead and solve the last problem that he's giving you. B say, but like you said, God can't bless you in front of what you can't take care of, what you have. Yeah, you got to make sure you have it. You got to take care of it. Man, how you really think God going to try to bless, and you out there messing up, and you out there, I'm going to just leave my cup holders like this, and I'm going to leave my stuff on the floor and leave all of this stuff all out of order, but you want God to give you a miracle? Don't shoot the messenger. Listen, I'm just on here, man, just to let you know. I'm telling you what has worked for me. I'm telling you what has worked for others. When I've shown the light back to others, people say, you know what, Lambo, I needed to hear that. I needed to hear the hard truth tonight. I needed to hear the hard pill tonight, because I needed to do something that helped shift my what I was doing and stuff like that. Minnesota had the best savers. Yes, Minnesota did. You already know they did. They was out there getting it. My cousin ever said when we came over, we were outside all night until the mosquitoes was tearing us up. Man, you sure was, boy. And they came over, man, and for my grandma's house and even over at my Uncle Jake's house and everybody, man, I'm telling you, we went inside when the mosquitoes down in New Orleans. I'll tell you, you ain't never had a mosquito in New Orleans. Tell you, boy, you in trouble, boy, down there. I'm telling you this right now. Them things will hurt you in the South. For those who've been down there in the South know what I'm talking about. My cousin E say, hey, cousin Myra, happy birthday again. My definitely, man, my cousin, man, showing love to my mom. Brandon says, happy birthday, Mom Duke, showing love and everything. My wife say, yes, 5 + 5. Yes, we're on it. 5 + 5 + 5 giving, man. 5% goes to your church, 5% goes to bless somebody else, and then go donate 5 hours to bless somebody, whether it's time, whether it's something, whether it's some hours or whatever you can do to bless somebody else. It would help change your life, man. 5 + 5 giving. And I'll make sure you guys can see that. My guy Kanar Haney say, thank you, God, man. He definitely thank you for that, man, because that is true blessing, being able to bless people. And being able to bless people at that level and everything, man, and hearing God is one of the greatest things that you can do, Ken. Keep going, man. Keep doing, because you guys are doing the right thing. I like this. Hey, man, I like this. Hey, man, I love it too, man. That's why we out here on this Leverage Show, to help level up each and every single week. B say, you see these church pastors with private jets and all that and won't even let you get on. So I like to put 5% in church and bless 5% with someone you know or may not know. Long as it's godly, God won't be mad if you don't give it all your money back to the church. No, it's truth. Let me tell you something. This is truth. B, you say the powerful statement here. And I'm going to piggyback off of this. I'm straight up piggyback off of this. I don't hate on the pastor. He wants to fly a jet. You know, that's what he desires, to fly a jet. I don't know. He may need to go ahead and preach. I don't know where he may need to preach at. That's maybe what he needs to do. Look, I've known many popular pastors. They ain't got private jets. They out there standing in line with everybody else. They out there, man. They out there at the tickets, at the gates with everybody else. You lead by example. Now, listen, I'm not against, if this is what you're saying God has allowed you to do with your money to buy the jet, that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. But if you're doing it off the backs of the people in the congregation, Lambeau has a problem off of that. Because there's a lot of people, man, who give their hard-earned 10%, or they give their last money because of what you have persuaded people to get. And I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here with this one because I understand the laws of giving. You guys got to remember, Lambeau also went to seminary school, so I understand this and I study this stuff. So you can't go ahead and make scriptures around of giving. You got to understand how giving actually works. So make sure that what you're giving, you're truly giving what you can afford to give, and God sees it. God has placed you in your pocketbook. God knows your pocketbook. God will never tell you, I need for you to give this church your light money, your light bill money, or your gas money, or this, and you have no other provision for your house unless he tells you to give it. Unless he tells you to give it, then you give it. But if he don't say nothing and you're just being persuaded, you're just hearing what they're hearing out of their stuff, no disrespect. You know, I want to make sure that you guys are hearing God. And that's the first thing that I say. You guys hear God this year. Don't hear yourself. Hear God this year. And make sure that you guys are giving the right way. That's not hurting yourself. That's helping you. All right? So whatever y'all want to go ahead and say, that's perfectly fine. Y'all may not agree with what I'm saying. I don't care. I personally don't care, because I'm gonna sit back up in here, man, and continue to live a blessed life that God has allowed me to live, and continue to keep giving out information that God has told me to give. But some of y'all, if God told y'all to give you 10% and you can afford your 10%, give you 10%. Some of y'all, God told y'all to give 15 or 20%, you give 15 or 20%. Whatever God tells you to do, do it. My objective is not to be combative at all what God is telling you to do or has laid on your heart to do. Some of y'all feel comfortable with the 10%, do the 10%. I'm not in here to question anything when it comes down to what you're giving and everything, man, to your local church or your local charity or whatever the case may be. My job is to make sure that you guys are hearing God all the way through what you're actually doing. That's all my whole objective is. And you're right. I'm here to challenge you. I want you to do better. I want you to know, I want you to have more, but I want you to be able to see yourself more. If you guys can give 10% to the church, could you give another 10% of everything to your vision, or 15% to an investment? You're going to have to put money in vehicles. That's my next one after here. Make sure your money is in a vehicle this year. It's my fourth one. That's my biggest one. Make sure your money is in a vehicle this year. Get your money in the vehicle this year. Get yourself out of debt. So the fourth one, it actually has a lot of things attached to it. Make sure yourself is out of debt. Make sure you get your credit right. Get your credit cleaned up. Get those credit card balances down. Get those negatives off. And get yourself and everything, man, into a more sustainable you moving forward in this year. Because you guys are going to need this. Some of y'all will take advantage of a wealth transfer, meaning that someone else's wealth who couldn't afford the house, couldn't afford the car, couldn't afford the business, couldn't afford something, will be given to you at a fraction of a cost or half the cost or at a discount. So something that you can afford, and you're going to be a paymaster and take over that this year. So make sure you guys are getting those finances in order. Make sure you're setting a budget within that, because this number 4 has budget, finances, credit, everything, your whole finances, your financial structure. Make sure that is in place this year. And if you need help, let's start getting it in place. Go get you a budget, Jamal Titus, I know everything has some information and everything, man, about a budget. If you needed it, I'm pretty sure him and Kennard Haney could actually probably get some sort of information, and y'all reach back and forth with each other and get some budget information to get yourself in a more better place. Well, like, you know what, see where your money is going at. Don't go ahead and spend money foolishly. If you know your money and everything, man, should not be spent foolishly. Where your money is going out here, where you're eating out and everything 3 times a week. Now we only going to eat out 1 time every other week or once a month, whatever the case may be. We're going to eat in all the rest of these times. Most of the time, man, that's what happens. Find out where the gaps and the loopholes are at in your finances. And if things are tight right now, for some of y'all are really tight, like, yo, Lambo, we can't even go eat out. We can't even go get, no, then what you do is and everything, man, you either pick up some extra hours doing something or make yourself a business, or either make yourself and everything, man, say, you know what, Lambo, we may have to stretch a few things, but hey, maybe I could go ahead and go on OfferUp, buy some stuff. There's an app called Freebie. Y'all can go on a Freebie. I know people, man, who hustle stuff all day long between Marketplace and Freebie, and they go grab stuff off of Freebie and then turn around and go sell it for a profit. So y'all may have to download the app Freebie and then turn around and find out what's in your neck of the woods and see what's free, and then turn around and see if you can go make a profit off of it and go and sell it. Get yourself that extra income that you guys may need to be able to go ahead and either pay some of the debts down and get yourself better, because some of y'all, it may be just balances with your credit cards, and you just need to get your credit card balances down. Find a plan to get it down, meaning start from the smallest to the greatest. Snowball effect. Clear off the one at the bottom while still paying the minimum, and then clear the next one, you know, at the bottom, and then the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Then your highest balance, you're making sure you're continuously to keep making payments, and then clear that sucker off. And some of y'all, your balances is probably all you need, and your credit scores will shoot back up. All right. Some of y'all may need to challenge the negative. Have somebody get somebody. Start working on your credit. Get the negatives off so you guys can leverage your credit and go get more capital so y'all can gain more capital for more things. All right. So I'm telling y'all what y'all know, man. This will actually be the game plan that will help y'all out in 2023. And make sure you guys are invested. Put your money in the vehicle. If it's 15% of your total income, or if you can only put 10%, or you put 5% or 7%, or you can only put just $100. It may not even be a full 1% of your house for that month. Put $100 or $200. Put it in a vehicle. Keep going. There's plenty of vehicles that we talked about. You can put it in Novatech. If you're in Novatech, you can put it in funds. Put it in funds. Funds and everything, man, is doing 12% a month. Novatech is doing the 12% a month, 3% a week. You can put it in Daisy. Daisy's my number one. I told y'all this about this. Y'all need help with Daisy, man, holler at me and everything, man. I help get y'all in there. That's doing it everything, man, anywhere between 16% to 25, 30% a month. It all depends on everything, man, on what it's doing. So it's doing and everything, man. It's definitely doing a lot more than what Novatech and Funds is doing. And then make sure you're putting your money in safer vehicles. You may need to put your money in into the REIT we talked about. We talked about the high yield savings interest. We talked about that. So some of these plays we've already talked about. You guys can go back and look at Money Showers. I talked about that in Money Showers in the video, and even after that, like leverage strategies or something like that. I would talk about how y'all can get into a lot of more of the different businesses as well for a fraction of the dollars. So go back and go look at those videos, because I'm telling you, they got a lot of truth to it that has been on this leverage show, and I've given a lot of game that to make sure that your money is in vehicles and making way more money. Some of you guys just sharing the opportunity. You guys can get in a vehicle, a small vehicle. Y'all only may put $100 down. Like literally, I know one vehicle right now, depending on what it is, and Daisy's actually set up that way. If you put $100 or $200 down, or even $300 down, you buy a couple of tiers and then just spread the word. Some of y'all will make more money off of a $300, $400, $500 investment, and probably be making, if you spread the word right and people who get in and you show them how to get in, that's all you're just doing is showing them how to get in. Some of y'all will probably be making an extra $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month just off of that one play, because it's set up that way and it's set up tiers down. It's a game changer. So I just want to help y'all out. Put your money into vehicles that is going a lot further than what your money can ever do. Now imagine for some of y'all who may put that $100, $200, $300, $400, $500 in to a program and then turn around and you guys are able to make serious money coming out there a month. We talked about one of the hottest ones that's right now. The only thing about it is I tell people about the broker and stuff like that, man. The broker is really new. So, but they've been paying out 15% a week, and that's FX Master Gold. That was a lot of you guys that got into that play. So that's a good play and stuff like that for you guys to get out of. That's 15% a week. Sometimes the play, that's the target. Sometimes it's been a little lower than that, but it's been consistent, and they pay out every week. And it's only like a $600 investment. So make sure you guys are getting into that crypto program is another one. You guys are only paying $550 for one unit. You guys are making 25% a month. That's another play to get into. Buy $550 package. You make $125 every single month for the entire time that program is up and running. It doesn't stop. That means after your 4 months, you can recoup your money back and everything in 4 months. After 4 cycles in 30 days, money goes automatically to your crypto. Crypto program is another great one. You know what? We talked about so many different ones if y'all can get into, and they are less than $1,000. Now, some of the other ones that are more than $1,000, you guys get in, man. Just holler at me. We can go ahead and see what we can do, but start somewhere. Don't just start nowhere. Start somewhere. I talked to you guys about the Drip Network. That was another one, 1% a day. Get into some of these plays. Some of these plays are huge and they're life-changing and would help change your life and stuff like that. I'm telling you what I know. They will really help change your life and help shift you into another direction. All right? So that's my top game plans for 2023 for you guys, just to be able to give something out there to you, kind of see exactly where you guys are at, and just let y'all guys know we coming out 2023. So make sure you guys, man, are tapped in, tuned in. I'm trying to tell you, thank you, LA Law. This was amazing. I definitely need to hear this. LA Law, I thank you. I thank you. Listen, this is what I wanted to make sure that we giving to you guys, putting you guys in a vehicle, getting you guys a lot more healthier in 2023 so you guys can go ahead and get your vision that you truly desire to get into and get into some of the things that you desire to get into. There's no way that you should be running the same plays and getting the same results because you guys are not running them effectively. Get out there and go run the play the right way and watch yourself win this year in 2023. Because I promise you, with this game plan, by keeping God first, making sure that you increase in everything, man, your prayer life. Increase it together, man. If you got families, increase it together with your families. Be on that same shoulder. And then secondly, looking at that vision board. And not just looking at the vision board, make sure you're acting at that vision board. Doing things to make sure that the vision board reacts to it. And then thirdly and stuff like that, man, make sure y'all are getting more information. If you got to go invest in more information, a book, a library, a computer screen, whatever you got to do, go get that information and not just only get it, read it, but apply it. Or get yourself around in a group, a network, a mentor, a mentee, whatever group that you can get around that will sustain you in 2023. If the Leverage Show is it, tap in. Don't try to miss a week. If you miss a week, catch the replay. Do something. Stay tapped into that. Because I'm trying to tell you something. What you are around will truly go on ahead and rub off on your life. I understand how a flow takes place. It literally will start breaking some stuff off your life. Like, Lambo, I kept coming to the show. I didn't see nothing change at first, but all of a sudden stuff started changing. Stuff started moving in the right direction for me because I was able to start moving myself, and I seen myself moving in this direction, and I started acting upon the things that you were saying to act on, and I watched myself started going to another level. So shout out to you guys and everything for that. And guarantee you, number 4 that's on that list, make sure that you are taking your financial structure. That's the biggest game plan. Take care of that financial structure. Make sure you guys are investing at least 10 to 15%. If you can't invest 10 to 15%, invest 5%. Can't invest 5%, maybe invest an extra $100 or $200 or $300. But there's so many other programs that are making money and consistently making money. You will get yourself out of where you're at, and then you can turn around and currently start paying off some of those bills as long as your money is in an investment and it's in a vehicle. So get your money in more vehicles, and they got too many more solid plans that I can name back to back on here that I can tell you that's working for you, and I will continue working for you. But you have to do something. I promise you, you have to do something. Make sure your budget that you have looked at your budget, write all of your bills down. get you a budget calculator. Get a hold of Jamal Titus. Get a hold of and everything. Kennard Haney. Pretty sure they got some amazing materials that possibly can give you, or put something in a package together and help get you in the right way. They can definitely get a hold of that. And all you got to do, if you really need to get a hold of them, either reach out to them in the group here, reach out to them and everything, man, on their YouTube. So go follow Kennard Haney as well as Jamal Titus on their YouTube. They probably have instructions to reach out to them, or you can go ahead and send a text 612-547-8826 and say, hey, Jamal or Ken, Lambo, could you have one of them reach out? I will make sure that they reach out to you to probably give you some information and give you some stuff, man, to put you in something that they can possibly do to help you out, or even if it's with credit repair or something else. And I know that they can possibly help you out with that. All right. So make sure that financial structure is getting out. You're paying down those balances. You got that credit together. You're making sure that you're investing your money. Make sure you're budgeting your money and cut down on some of that unnecessary spending, because I'm telling you, it would help change the direction of your life for 2023 so you can take a hold of some plays. And I promise you, if you do these things, these major 4 things that I say, you will be there at the end of the year. I guarantee you, you will be there. You will be in a better place by the end of this year because you took a hold of those 4 things that I just said. And you mastered that. You kept going over it. And you say, you know what, Lambo, you was right. I decided to do this. You will be there. And you'll thank me later, man. You'll have a prosperous 2023 year. And I'm telling you, it'll probably be a breakout 2023 year for some of y'all. And some of y'all will be able to take a hold of some of these plays that you didn't think you can get yourself into. So make sure you run those 4 game plays. It's just the 4 pillars. Prayer, making sure you get information and prayer, vision board, information application, and financial structure correct. And you will get those 4 plays, and I guarantee you'll be here at the end of the year. You'll tell me about it. Like, man, Lambo, something changed. Something shifted off of my life, and things started working out for the better. So thank you, LA Law, man. Thank you for tapping in again. Thank you for all that you do. It's truly an amazing thing. Jamal Titus said, great kickoff show for 2023. Thank you, JT, man. Listen, that's what we're here for, man, to go ahead and kick this thing off. Like I said, we got some stuff that's getting ready to get really interesting. So y'all definitely want to stay tapped in and stay connected to the Leverage Show, because I told y'all we coming on fire all 2023. So make sure and everything, man, that you guys are tapping in and staying focused. Continue to hit your target. Keep staying at it consistent. Like, man, it ain't working. Keep going. Don't get tired and don't get weary in well doing. I'm telling you, it gets tired. Like I told y'all, man, Psalms 121, verse 1 and everything, man, I will lift up my eyes into the hills from which cometh my help. Because what? My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. So if he made heaven and earth, I guarantee you your help is coming. You just need to know that and just follow the directions in the suit, and God will go ahead and meet you. Give God something to work with, man. Give God something to work with and watch you work a wonder and a miracle in your life. So thank you, JT, for that, man. Make sure you guys reach out, man. I'm so excited about this. Ken say, thank you, Lambo, man, and everyone, man. You are so well. Thank you, Kennard, man. Brother, many blessings. Look forward to working, man, with him and JT really soon on some great new projects that we actually got. So excited about that, man. My guy Doug, man, is in the building. Whoa, Drew, man. What shout out to you, Dougie, man. Thank you, big dog, man. Listen, man, Dougie has definitely been one of them that's been a blessing, man. Doug, I did see you mention. Everybody know I was on social media this entire month. I just got back on today. So definitely, man, we got to connect and stuff like that. Excited about connecting with you, bro. I did get your message and stuff like that today. So shout out to you, Dougie. Kennard Haney said, yes, great show, Lambo, slam dunk, and foundation laid for 2023, Psalms 121 and verse 1 and 2. Yes, Psalms 21, 1 and 2, man. Y'all go ahead and put that on there. Y'all may have to write that down. And then every part of the year where you see God do something in your life, you just go to that scripture. Sometimes y'all don't need to know the whole Bible. You just need to know a scripture here, a scripture there, somewhere here, somewhere there. And if you know these 2 scriptures, you know Psalms 121, 1 and 2, that you literally looking from the hills from where cometh your help, and all of your help coming from above, coming from the Lord. You understand that, and then you understand Habakkuk 2 and 2, which I told you that's the second one of being able to write the vision down and make it plain. If you understand that, writing your vision, some of y'all can't work with nothing because y'all haven't written nothing down. If you can work with that, you're giving God something to work with. Because now God sees and everything, man. Some of y'all didn't even write the list of the 300 down that I gave y'all from the video. Shout out to Kennard Haney, because I told him he was on it. Stay consistent with the information that I give you. Stay consistent and keep hitting that target. I'm telling y'all don't understand, when y'all stay consistent and persistent with stuff, you're going to keep hitting the target. And that target and everything, man, you're like, man, I didn't get it in the middle, but I'm getting right there. And you're going to get closer to the middle. Keep hitting the target. You may have to adjust some things. Keep hitting that target. And all 2023, you will find yourself winning, and you will be in the ball game. You may go through some battles. You may go through some heartaches. You may go through some really bad stuff. But if you stay consistent and keep your eyes focused on him, I'm telling you, all of your help will come from the Lord. And making sure that you are writing down the game plan and executing and running the play all 2023. We coming. I'm telling y'all what I know. Thank you and everything, man. Kennard, listen, thank each and every single one of y'all. I gave y'all over 2 great hours of some great things. We talked about a lot of things, man, in between, man. We talked about a lot of good stuff. So make sure y'all go back, replay this video, because, man, it is going down. Jay Ford is in the building. What's up, Jay Ford? How you doing, man? Dude, we shout out to you, Jay Ford, man, for what all you're doing. Make sure you guys go like and subscribe, man, to Jay Ford for Financial Planning. Shout out to the new video he also dropped as well. And we got a chance to see Jay Ford dropping some new information and stuff like that, man. Definitely, man, you guys want to be excited about this and moving forward. So we're excited about this. Jay Ford, shout out to all that you're doing. This pin group, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to catch the replay. Thank you, Jay Ford. Catch the replay. Some of y'all may need to look this one over, and I'm telling y'all this right now, quite a few times this year, because this year, this one right here may set this whole tone for your year. And you be like, when troubles arise and when stuff start coming up, you start saying, you know what, Lambo told us to stay focused. Lambo told us to stay focused. Lambo told us to continue to keep our eyes on the prize, continue to keep hitting the target, continue to keep allowing God to work on us and use us and continue to move on our life. And Lambo told us to do this. And when we did this, Lambo said that we would be here and God will provide for us. And God did provide for y'all in 2023 by just keeping your eyes on the target. Shout out to Jay Ford. Jay Ford, man, I'm trying to tell you this right now, and I got to say this. Jay Ford has been a blessing to this broadcast. As if Jamal Titus, Kennard Haney, Law, Larry Lyons, so many of y'all have been a blessing to this particular broadcast each and every single week. Jay Ford in the Pink Group, man, we have just adopted them and taken them over to the Leverage Show. Jay Ford is so sensitive to the Holy Spirit, man, and literally hearing what God has to say. He'll send me something and be like, yo, Lambo, God showed me this. I don't even question it. I said, man, God showed you that? Let's roll. We on. Let's go. We rolling. And it's all pedal to the metal, because we're out here to make sure that we're affecting this by kingdom and change, but we're also, man, by giving y'all some valuable things that are right before y'all. If y'all are not involved in that pin group, get yourself in that pin group. That Telegram group is lighting it up on fire. Shout out to Jay Ford and Croc. My dog Croc. I hit Croc up today between him and Jay Ford and some other people. And these guys, man, I'm telling you, they're going to be straight shooters when they talk with you. Lambo, yo, this is how my day going, Lambo. You understand? I love them because they're real. And these guys are out here really doing some stuff. So shout out to what they're doing. And I look forward to each and every single month, man, of them coming on to the Leverage Show. So next week, I think it's right, Jay Ford, next week, we got another great guest, man, coming on Thursday of next week, which is one of Jay Ford's brother, man, an entrepreneur as well. I'm super excited about that. Shout out next Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. So Jay Ford, we're really going to be excited about that, and allowing your brother to come to the Leverage Show and come to bless this Leverage Show and stuff like that, man. Truly with some game, man. We got an old school who's been on YouTube, man, coming out next week, who I was excited about and got a chance to really chop it up with on Tuesday. So Tuesday and Thursday going to be lit next week. Y'all don't want to miss next week at all. Trust me. I'm telling y'all what I know. Y'all do not want to miss next week. Next Tuesday and Thursday going to be on fire. Straight up. Going to be on fire. If there's anything financial, or anything with investments and anything like that that y'all want to listen to, and one of those pillars or the 4 pillars that I talked about on the broadcast tonight, if anything is out of line, y'all want to catch Tuesday and Thursday next week. I don't care what y'all do. I don't care what y'all do. Catch Tuesday and Thursday of next week. That's going to be the show that you guys want to catch, because those 2 shows are already going to be lit for those guests who are coming on there with a wealth of knowledge, and we're going to know that it's going to bless y'all tremendously on this broadcast. So definitely going ahead, man. Shout out to Jay Ford for going ahead and shooting that audible play to me, man. Thank you, man, for that alley. You know we're going to go ahead and slam dunk it here on the Leverage Show, man. Thank you for all that you're doing, dude. You're really changing the space. I'm excited about what he's doing. Shout out to Jay Ford and stuff like that, because I look at these younger guys, man, and these guys, they got no fear. I was bragging on Jay Ford in the Pink Group earlier, man, when I was with a good friend, talking with him and everything, man, on some $1 million deals. And we're talking and everything, man, and I'm bragging to him about them. And he's like, man, dude, that's what it takes. That's what it takes. It takes that to be able to go ahead and be successful in life. It takes that, because that generation is going to allow to open the door to many other generations. And he's bringing so much of a wealth of a knowledge of information to that culture. Him and Croc, boy, they've been lighting it up. We got to get Credit Pastor on here too. So make sure that we're going to line Credit Pastor up for probably this month, man. So make sure we'll get him on here too as well. We'll make y'all laugh, but also have some great information, man, that we're bringing to the broadcast. So we thank God for what Jay Ford is doing this year. And this year is going to be off the chain. Like this year, I'm telling y'all, this year, if y'all are not involved in the Pin Group, y'all are not following Jay Ford on Facebook. Jay Ford says some real funny stuff on Facebook, and my wife, she's always laughing at Jay Ford, but he's saying some true stuff on Facebook and making sure you guys are definitely tapped in and definitely just being a blessing to people, man. That's what it's all about. We're here for people. We're here to help change a culture, and by any means necessary, we will help change a culture and help move it forward by the platform that we got and any platform that God allows us to be on. We're super thankful for that. So shout out to him and everything, man, what he's doing, man. His Pin, if I'm not mistaken, the Pin Group is actually in his YouTube, and it's in the description of his YouTube, so you can go ahead and check that out. Him and Croc are blowing up on TikTok. So shout out to that, what they're doing with that Pin, that TikTok. Before, shout out to what y'all are doing, man, on TikTok. Y'all know Lambo don't understand TikTok like that, but shout out to some of the great things that we have been doing on this platform, have been going on TikTok, and younger generation is going to do stuff. So shout out to what you guys are doing, man, out there, and making Lambo look a little younger than what Lambo should be, right? My baby said it's a good one tonight. Thank you, baby. Man, I'm truly ecstatic about you. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for going on ahead and making sure that we're continuing to keep doing what we need to do to stay focused out here on the Leverage Show. My baby get me right with these gear, man. My wife be dressing me, the hat, the shirt, everything, man. She be getting me right. She be color coordinating. I sit there, look at this, and say, oh, snap, Billionaire Boys Club. I seen that. I said, girl, go ahead with yourself. And a nice little Under Armour, man, and stuff like that. So shout out to my baby getting me together each and every single week, man, and making sure and everything, man, she can get that face forward. Don't look at me, face forward. She know what time it is. Shout out to my cousin Tyra in the building. Good evening, Lambo, Drew, and cousin. What's up? What's up, Tyra? I see you. This is my favorite cousin right here. She already know I love her. I love her. I love her. I love her. I love her, man. I love her till the wheels fall off. She already know, man. We in the building. Every time I go back home to New Orleans and talk about could cook and could sing, bruh, man, this is the one y'all need to be going on here and getting the credit card stuff. I'm telling y'all this right now. I'm not lying to y'all. For those who out here who know, for those who know, you know. I'm just saying, if you're in New Orleans and you know, you know. She the one be actually doing catering events, cooking dinners, like literally a lot of stuff. Foodbethebomb.com will make you go ahead, man, point your man in the eye and everything, and put another man in a headlock. I might put an old lady Michelle in a headlock playing. She on the choo-choo train. She gonna be on that a whole lot faster than what she thinks she is. That's how she get down. I'm telling y'all what I know. Listen, I'm not over-exaggerating because they my peoples. I'm telling you what I know for a fact. And she came up like that, man, all her life, man, We blood through, blood out, man. There ain't no cut between us, man. Told you that's my favorite cousin, man. My wife love her, man. Truly, she'll always tell her, man, that's her favorite cousin too as well. And showing love, man, to Tyra all day long. My cousins already know, man. She's the type that I will sit back down and my cousins know this, man. I tell her in a minute, man, this trip gonna go well. We go back to New Orleans, we'll go see my cousin too. Yeah, we gonna see Mom Dukes, we gonna see my pops, we gonna see my brothers and sisters, all my aunts and uncles that we could possibly see. But we don't see my cousin. Oh, it's getting ready to go. It's getting ready to go down. It's getting ready to go down. I ride for her. She already know, man. She ride for me, man, like that. And it's blood and blood, thick and thick. And I love her for that, man. Thank you, Cuzzo, man, for literally popping on here, truly showing love. This means a lot to me, man, to see you pop in on the Leverage Show, man, tonight, man. So thank you for this, cuz. You already know. I know them feelings is real. My J4 say new logo intro getting released. Stay tuned. Shout out to you, J4. Yes. Man, dude, we're going to be tapped in. You already know, bro. We're going to be tapped in. We're going to be making sure, bro, we tapped into whatever you're doing, man. The whole pin group, dude, we tapped in, bro. You can say less. I told you, you're adopted, man, here on this Leverage Show. So shout out to what you're doing. We're ecstatic for you, bro. Thank you, J4. Yeah, we're going to be on the lookout, man. Make sure I get like a sneak peek or something like that. You know, shoot me a text or something like that. I'll make sure, man, I stay tuned. Tyra and everything, giving me and everything, man, and with the laughing emoji. You already know, cuz, man, we showing love, man. We in this thing, man, till the wheels fall off, and we riding on axles around here. You know what time it is around here. My wife, he's showing love right back, man. Cousin Tyra Jacobs' cousin. You already know what the heart. You already know what you stand in with my wife. Come on now, cuz. You already know what it is. You already know. We ain't even gotta go on this broadcast and even say it. But for those who don't know, man, my wife love my cousin Tyra, man, just as much, man, as I do. Like, she already know, man, till the wheel fall off, man. She know we in the building, man. So my wife is showing love. Tyra showing love right back and everything, man. Happy New Year to you all. Much love always, man. Thank you, Cuzzo, man. We truly believe that we received that, man. Many blessings to you and the boys. You definitely get them boys a big hug for me, man. Maybe a nugget, give them a nugget or whatever, man. I don't know. You may want to give them a DDT. If they cutting up, rag them up in a DDT and just tell them and everything, man. Like, how did you point? J-Boy used to point and everything, man. You're cutting up, you're little cutting up, quick as toe. And give him a DDT. That was my cousin Johnny. Y'all. We was all cutting up everything. We thought we was wrestlers around there, man. Giving people DDTs, giving people, man, suplexes, giving people all kind of stuff in New Orleans. People who knew that, they knew, man, you would catch it. If we found out that you was cutting up years ago, you was catching it. Slap the taste right out your mouth. You be like, man, these boys took wrestling a little bit too far out here, man. Look, we not playing no games. You would get a diamond deck cutter, a DDT, a Stone Cold Stunner. My wife, my cousin, she cracking up laughing. She already know, man, look, you will get something back in the day, especially in everything, man, if you was out there, man, on Fifth Street. You know what the time it was. So thank you, cuz. You know, give them some love for me. Let them know, man, that, man, Lambo, man, is showing up love, man, for the new year and really going ahead and do our thing. Cuz we may have to get you on here and sing one time. Like, girl could really blow. So, like, seriously, man, I'm so thankful for some talent, for some family that can blow. Because we didn't find a lot of people, my wife can tell you, that they be at some of these church services, boy, and they put that mic in their hand, and I be like, boy, God, it's be a good time for you to do a lightning strike right about now. Because some people need to understand that that ain't just for you. That ain't your talent. That ain't your gift. Some people are gifted. I'm blessed that my cousin is gifted like that. Like, for real, for real. My cousin Errol say, hey, cousin Tyra, showing love and everything to cuz. Like, my cousin is gifted like that. And other people ain't gifted like that. So, man, I'm telling y'all this right now. Make sure y'all get the cousin Tyra say, Miss, stay on that choo-choo train. Stay on that choo-choo train. Choo-choo train. On that the choo-choo train. That was Miss Stell. She used to sing that song out there. It be lightning, it be storming, lightning, cats and dogs out there. And this lady, she was in her 80s, 90s across the street. She be sitting there on that rocking porch talking about the choo-choo train. And the choo-choo train may not be too late. And I'm sitting there like, Miss Stella, if you don't go inside right about now, your train and everything getting ready to be one of these lightning bolts that's getting ready to come down here right now, because it's not looking good. And Miss Stale will be out there singing her songs on that choo-choo train. So shout out to Miss Stale singing her songs out there on the choo-choo train and showing love, man, out there, a Fifth Avenue soldier. You know what time it is. Listen, it's 2.5 hours, man. Look, I just wanted to show y'all some love, man. We got to get up off of here, man. Listen, I love y'all, man. Y'all have an amazing night. I can't wait to see y'all on here Thursday. We're going to be ready to rock right back in the saddle Thursday. So y'all don't want to miss Thursday. I'm telling y'all, man, bringing another guest to the show. You already know what time it is. Definitely not an unfamiliar face. So make sure you guys are tapped in. All right. So listen, I love you guys. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing night. We're going to see you guys and everything, man. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Make sure y'all guys are tapped into the fullness, and we got it. You got 2 more hours, LOL. Now, we're not doing that. We didn't win almost 5 hours with DeMarco that one time. 5 hours. It's a great 5 hours. If y'all missed that show, it's 5 hours. But nah, man, we cutting this short for it. This 2 hours right here, man, you already know we made it happen on the Leverage Show, and we covered a lot of stuff. For y'all who missed it, go back, check the replay out, man. I'm telling you, 4 pillars and everything that you want to go ahead and set your 2023 off right and making sure that you do it right. Remember, prayers first, definitely a vision board, definitely your information, where you get information and application. And then number 4, make sure that you're doing your financial structures right. Your credit is right, your bills are paid down, and you have 15% investing, and you're always sowing and giving. The 5+5 rule, I did explain that on here. For those and everything, man, who's been sowing 10% into their churches, may want to try the 5+5 rule that I said. 5% goes to your church, 5% goes to somebody else that you can bless them, and 5% and everything, man, probably you invest in information or helping somebody else out, man, into another level of their life will actually help bless them out tremendously. My wife, Joseph, don't tell him that. Look, she already know. Look, nah, we getting off of this. We going. I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing night. Listen, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and tap back in, man, Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. We'll be right back here on the Leverage Show. I love y'all. Have a great night. Take care. God bless.